Philadelphia. I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show.
Live from the Xfinity Studio. Good morning, everybody. Play the song. Oh my, the Sports Equinox last night. What a night. What an incredible night, headlined locally by your Philadelphia 76ers and Maximus. Are you not entertained? He was ridiculous. As on a night with no Embiid, no Barlow, no guys, still no PG. It was the Maximus and VJ show. Yet again, the two of them starred. 43 for Tyrese, who just looks incredible. Eight dimes, shot 15 for 32, bunch of threes. Right, there he is, Maximus. Yeah, we love him. He's the best. And we've seen this year as the transformation. This is the passing of the torch from Embiid to Maxey. This is now Tyrese Maxey's squad. Spent the offseason bulking up, getting swole, and he's off to a great start. Looks like he could put up some scary numbers, man. His shooting is ridiculous. And he's got a wingman. And the wingman last night, once again, I remember watching him in the Summer League going, the kid's got athleticism, man. Like, he's going to be pretty good. I didn't see any of this offense. Like, the step-back threes, what? I didn't see any of that. Like, a glimpse of it. Wow, he's spectacular. Just spectacular. Going to the cup, strong with the ball, straight arrow, right to the cup, man. Step back, splash. Pretty cool, man. Great stuff. VJ, 26 and 7 last night. 7 dimes all over the place. Just a great night, man. Great night for the two. And look, that Orlando team is a team everybody's talking about, right? Everybody's talking about Orlando as one of the dark horses in the East. And Sixers waste them without Embiid and George. Pretty cool, man. Amazing night of sports as the Equinox was full front. It was like, oh, the Sports Equinox. And our Sixers full night of NBA, a couple NHL games. And then, of course, Chiefs and Washington. And locally, it's great to see that Washington is who we thought they are. Not as good. Paper Tiger, right? They're not as good. As much as I love Daniels, right? And you got Mariota playing last night. The rest of that team's not good. It's just not a strong team. Slow start by Kansas City, and then they just roll. Right, Spags, Bread, Mahomes, 299, 3 touchdowns, Hunt. It looked pretty good, right? So that was the football game. And then the epic World Series game. Wow, what a night. It lasted deep into night. I fell asleep. It was about 1:45, somewhere in the 14th, 15th inning. And no mas. Right? It was awesome. Freddie Freeman wins it. Ohtani with a big clutch blast. 2 of them on the night. Sir Anthony gave up a big double to him. Like, it was wild. What a crazy evening. Great stuff, man. It was baseball at its finest. Just 2 heavyweights going at it. Juggernaut. Like, you name it. It was incredible. Good morning, VJ.
What's up, buddy?
Equinox.
Man, I'm exhausted from the Equinox. I'm glad it's only like once a year. That was tough last night. Amazing. Amazing.
Amazing.
I got 7 words for you, for everybody out there, especially you two. VJ Max is open for business, baby. Yeah, even Kate Scott's on the parade.
That's horrible.
That was horrible.
Kids are amazing.
It's horrible.
VJ Max is amazing.
Stop saying
It's
VJ
all
Max.
amazing.
Can we please stop doing
we're
that?
done
You
with the
can't
VJ
stop. The
Max.
momentum's too
It's
good. Sorry,
terrible.
buddy.
Oh, it's terrible.
Sorry.
There's another nickname out there that's pretty
What's
good,
it?
but I
Flash
can't.
and
But I
bang,
can't say it
thunder and
on.
lightning.
I can't say it on air, but there's another
Yeah,
one that's
right.
pretty good as well. I would go with that one.
Mm-hmm. Crisscross, thunder, lightning. What are these other?
No.
Talk about
no.
the game, man.
I'm talking about the game. I'm excited about these players, man.
Well, talk about
Excited
that's
about the
what I'm talking
players.
about.
What do you want? 7 minutes into the first quarter, everything changes. You briefly mentioned it. Dribble, step back, bang. Forget about it. The kid's ridiculous. That was not expected until year 2 out of him. Like, that was something you had not seen. Now he's got this. He's got a dribble drive, mid-range jumper. He's burying from the elbow. He's got a little floater mixed in. I don't know what they were doing in Baylor. You saw splashes where he'd do some things, but not that step back is otherworldly for him.
It really is.
Otherworldly.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Step back, ridiculous.
I did not expect that until year 2 at least. He's
Year
all over
2,
the
I
place.
mean, I'm shocked.
He's got his spacing
He's,
is ridiculous. That's helping Maxey. This used to be a team that just stood around on offense and no one looked like they had any basketball IQ. The kid's only been playing like, I don't know, 5-6 years. His spacing, he knows how to rotate and flow with the ball.
Dude,
It's stupid.
It's stupid
right now.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's going to be incredible. I mean, absolutely incredible watching these two together.
Bonus flying around blocking.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, all right.
We had 5 of them laying.
I
Four of
felt
them.
like there were 12 blocks.
I mean, I just kept seeing swat, swat. I'm like, swat, swat, Boda.
Yeah, dude.
Damn. Like, it was so much fun watching him. Isn't it amazing that they, I mean, give Morey a lot of credit, right? Like, I remember being upset they couldn't get Dylan Harper.
Damn. I wanted to do over-unders with you at the beginning of the season. I wanted to be like, over-under, how many games in before you, oh, no, it was going to be, will you praise Morey first or criticize Morey first? And we're 3 games in and you're giving him credit.
Well, listen, like, you know what? He didn't overthink it, right? You know, we all knew Ace. No, I didn't want Ace. I knew Ace was had fleas. Like, I didn't want to trust Ace. But, I mean, I remember being upset, like, because I thought Harper was the fit. You know, and I remember being good with the pick, going, I think it's the right pick. I remember saying that after the draft. You were over the moon. I'll give you credit.
I think Harper's going to be good. I think he's got a lower ceiling. I think VJ's
I was
got
looking
a
at
huge
it
ceiling.
more from a lead guard standpoint because I thought Harper could play lead guard, and I wondered about whether he could play lead guard. Regardless, they didn't overthink it. Like, it was like, yeah, he's our kid. He's a great athlete. I remember thinking, I'm excited for him because he's going to be a willing defender. He's got energy. And who knows that? Who thinks that his offensive game is the way it is? I mean, it's unbelievable.
And he's handed a little point, and he doesn't look terrible. He got jammed up one time along the sideline, but he doesn't look terrible running the point.
No, he doesn't. He does. No, listen, he's got a, like you said about basketball IQ.
If he could be a decent point at that size with that athleticism,
yeah, I agree. I mean, but here's what he does: he frees Maxey up.
yeah.
Like
I think part of the spacing.
he
of it,
frees Maxey up. Like he's, you know, which is great. Maxey came in clearly on a mission. Like, all right, he could see his body strong, right? He could take a pound, he could run all day. Like, this is his ascension into greatness. What we're seeing, and as much as we're gaga over the rookie, we should be, this is about Maxey and the transformation from being a very good player to being a superstar.
Well, you see
a
what
true all-star, someone in this league. Like, he effortlessly goes for 43. Like, I mean, it was effortless. Yeah. He shot 15 to 32. It wasn't like, you know, shooting 40 times to get this 40 points.
Yeah, and and you wonder if Embiid does come back in PG if they impede his game a little bit.
I don't know. Maybe I'm pie in the sky optimistic, but I sense from Embiid a willingness to fit in, like to step back. You know, we talk about a step back.
Yeah.
I think it's a step back for Joe. I think it's like, hey, and quite frankly, he's probably looking forward to it where he doesn't have to have it all on his shoulders. He melted under the weight of it. Like he did. It was a lot on him. And for his style as a big and his propensity for injury, it was just too much. So I think he's probably looking forward to it.
No, I'm thinking in the sense of just in the system and the flow. Is he just going to be a clog out there? Like he's out at the 3-point line. You know, I don't know. It looks it's more fast and wide open right now. And does Joe come back and just slow it down and just impede what we got going on? I don't know.
I don't think so, because what I think is going to happen is I think he's going to look at it like, hey, I can cheat on the offensive end. Like, get the ball out. Like, outlet. I saw outlet passes in the preseason.
Yeah.
So if he's giving you outlet passes and letting them run, I mean, it's time to cheat and get your rest. Mm-hmm. You get a breath, right? Why would you? You know, I'm with you. I wouldn't want them to have, like, wait for him to jog up and then to get the ball at the top of the key.
That's over.
Right, like, I don't need that. Mm-hmm. Right, like, I don't need that. I need you to go.
Yeah.
And if you're not there, then you're not there. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah. You might have to give your boy a little praise, too. Oubre had a nice game last night.
He did.
He did.
He did play well.
He played out of his mind.
He played well. He played really well. He did.
I love this small. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but this small lineup, they're blazing, man. They're fun. Bencara's so good. I mean, you can't stop him. He's just too big.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it works.
Maybe they're ahead of the curve.
Maybe in this day and age,
McCain's not here.
You just go 4 guards,
Right.
and
Yeah.
and maybe that's what you do.
I know.
I mean, I'm looking at it. I mean, maybe
Dude, he's the first guard in history. VJ is to average 25 points, 5 and 5 through their first 3 career games. The first in history. There's been a lot of good guards coming here. This is a kid who everyone said his offense was his problem.
Dude.
This is pretty nuts.
You know what's crazy? I think, again, I brought up preseason. I watched those preseason games. Like, I don't know. I mean, I saw, like, flashes, but I didn't know that he could be this good.
The step back was no. I mean, I thought his shot was better than a lot of people did. He seemed to make open jumpers. His free throw's good. He would make, I don't know, he seemed fine. The dribble drive stuff was a little problematic. But, yeah, I don't know. He's a workhorse, so maybe he's just been in the gym working on this shot the whole time. I got to give Nick, I think Nick Nurse has been really good through the first 3 games as well, man. I think I think the rotation's working. I mean, if the rotation doesn't work, we hammer him.
Well, what is
he
the
hasn't
rotation?
been an issue right now, right?
I mean, what is the rotation?
It's 4 guards in and out.
I know. But like, I mean, that's what you have to play, no?
Yeah, well, Grimes. He knows just when to bring Grimes in.
Yeah, I'm not a Nick Nurse fan. I mean, I've never been a Nick Nurse fan, right? So I thought he was going to be so much better, and then I thought he was horrible last year. So, I mean, listen, I think it's about the players. I think this is about the players, right?
Okay.
Like, I think this is about, like, who you are and who you have at your availability, right? Like, I think your availability is everything.
I like Nurse right now. I'm trying to get on the Nurse. I'm just trying to, whatever you're saying, I'm just trying to block it out and convince myself that Nick Nurse is going to be good this year. Because I'm all in.
You could be all in and go, all right, like, I'm all in. Here's what I'm all in on. Maxey and Edgecombe, right? That's what I'm all in on. They're so refreshing, man.
Yeah.
I'm just, I feel like they're saved. I think VJ Edgecombe saved the Sixers.
He's a savior.
Yeah,
that we've
he's
been
a savior.
And all this talk about, and maybe
He's the savior.
Maybe.
the process, right, is over, and Joel is the face of the process, right? So as that fades, and Joel fades into a role player, here comes Maxey to usher in the new era and Edgecombe. Mm-hmm. And look.
Who said it? Who said that hip hop's going to take the mask off and it's going to be a hanky underneath?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Maybe Embiid was the
That was
bridge.
the best.
Maybe Embiid was just the bridge. Maybe all in all, Embiid's role in this whole thing was he was the bridge to take us from where they were to where we are now. And this is where they're going to thrive, the team.
Maybe. I mean, it's possible. And listen, I still think to win the East, you're going to need a contribution from Joel.
Ah, of course.
Like, you're going to
yeah.
need Joel to play well. And again, that doesn't mean he has to score 70, right?
No.
That just means he's got to give you 30 good minutes.
And 20 points.
Yeah, if he could do 20 like he did the other night, that's all you need from him.
10 boards.
I you do 20 and 20. 20 minutes, 20 points.
Well, no, I think you
Double
need 30.
every
I think
night?
you need 30. I mean, I'm not, all of a sudden I'm not going to be like, oh, they're better without him because they beat Orlando in a regular season game. Orlando hasn't looked good to start the year. So, I mean, I think, come playoff time, it's a different animal, right?
For sure.
We're Gaga and all this other stuff.
Then you get into more of a half
You,
court
you,
game.
you need Embiid to play. And you just need it. But the beauty of what you need from Embiid is you just need him to fit in and not carry you.
Yeah. He's so happy. He was so happy at the end of the game last night. I like where his head's at. I think therapy's doing him well.
Yeah, I agree. He's got a great head on his shoulders. All right, let's talk about the baseball game last night.
Whew.
I mean, parts of it. I saw the first 12, and then I saw the last 2.
I probably fell asleep right around when you did, but you woke up, you saw the end of the game.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, I was rooting Jays too. What a game, though, dude. World Series, 18 innings? Like, that is unbelievable, man.
There's been, I think they said in the broadcast, there was one other one that was 18 innings, also in Los Angeles.
Really?
Yeah.
What year was that?
It was a while ago. Yeah, I forget. I was groggy when they mentioned it, but
Like, how awesome was that?
dude, it was
a sport.
That's what you want, right? In a World
Yes.
Series game, you want the 18 innings. You want the
Yeah.
back and forth.
Yes.
You want the walk-off home run. You want to see Shohei Ohtani, who's literally the best player ever to play the game, do what he did last night.
I mean, that was
Tom,
sick.
Topper getting some vindication on social media with people being like, oh, maybe intentionally walking him was the right idea in that one spot because he.
I mean, of
crushed them
course.
last night.
Listen, that
Every
was the
time
one thing I
got
would
up,
never.
They ended up intentionally walking him 4 times, I think.
Last night, yeah.
Yeah, he hits 2 home runs and the double in the
He
5th.
had like 9 total bases last night.
I mean, are you kidding me? Like, it's unbelievable. You and I were funny because we both love Alejandro. You got pumped up. You got me excited.
Oh man, he crushed that
Yeah,
ball. Made it a game.
Alejandro. It was a wild night, man. Teoscar Ohtani, bang, bang, it's 2-0. 3-run bomb by Kirk, it's 3-2. Then it's 4-2, Ohtani double, 4-3, Freeman, a clutch hit, 4-4. Bichette, who has been huge since coming back from injury, gives him the big lead. And then we thought, all right, top 7, Toronto takes the lead, yay! And there was Ohtani, bottom of the 7th, to tie it, and that's why we stayed.
And the Dodgers end up doing like 13 scoreless innings with their bullpen.
Dude,
Like,
I never would
Get
have
outta
thought
here
that.
with that.
Never would have thought that at all. I mean, the kid Klein, you ready?
Yeah.
4 innings, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, 72 pitches.
He had never thrown more than 36 in his career.
72 pitches, dude.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Here's Jim Palmer Jim Palmer, the great Hall of Fame former pitcher, tweeted out something we can all relate to with Sir Anthony. Ohtani's superhuman. Sir Anthony Dominguez has great stuff and no idea of how to pitch. Good guy. Shame nobody taught him how to do that. Hard to watch.
Oh, man. Rough.
Really?
That's rough.
We've always felt like that. Great stuff, man.
Great stuff. Live on.
Yeah.
You got the live on, the whole 9.
Yeah.
You know, wow.
Yeah, when he was
outrageous.
he was on, you know? But then he would just go wild, and you didn't know what the heck was going on with him.
I do think that's a series.
I mean, I don't know
Springer's
how-
injured now. I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah, he's a big
they have to lose that.
piece.
Yamamoto was warming up. He was going to come in the 18th.
Dude,
And he had just thrown a complete game on Sunday.
That's what you do.
Also, after his complete game, this guy, there's pictures of him cleaning up the dugout. After a complete game postseason win.
It's crazy.
He's cleaning up the dugout after the players. That's what they do in Japan culture.
The Phillies need to tap into that market. The Phillies need to tap into that market.
Yeah, I mean, the West
another
Coast.
6 hours to
between
go home.
The Dodgers and Seattle, the West Coast has such an advantage.
Yeah,
I know,
we need
but
the Brits to start getting good in baseball. The Italians.
Come
We need
on,
them all to start
Sammy.
getting good in
Come on,
baseball.
get them going.
Yeah.
Well, we got a couple of times.
Yeah, we trade the one.
Yeah. He actually pitched for the Angels.
He did. He got up.
Yeah,
forget
he
his
got
name
out.
now. Yeah.
Algieri?
I feel like it's an ETTI at the end.
Yes.
That's what I feel like it is. But
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, but they're just
something like that.
yeah, they're just you're just at such a competitive advantage because I mean
It's like not fair.
your family wants to come see you. It's not fair.
Well,
It's
okay.
not.
Kicking
It's not.
rocks
It
over
really,
there, folding your arms.
it's
just
not fair. It's
they
like
spend $1 billion
because you live on the West Coast that you get the better players.
That's
That's
kind of
like,
what it is. Like, you know, it's
but that
kind of
stinks.
life.
Stinks.
By the way, can we talk? I love your Sixers enthusiasm.
Yeah, man, I'm excited.
Can we talk about it?
We can talk about it. Yeah, yeah, of course.
Because when I was going, I think I'm back in. I want to be in. This is like 2 weeks before the season I started it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm real excited. And I'm starting to lose myself. And first you started to rip me.
Yeah.
And then you did a 180 right before
getting
the
into
season.
it. I watched the Friday night preseason game. I was like,
you were ripping me. Oh no!
I saw Slim Bead. I was like, all right.
And then you finally came with me the day before the season or the day of the season.
I was sixing up. I had my gear on.
But my boy over here,
Yeah.
Andrew, when I was like, I think I've got a feeling, I got a hunch. You trashed me.
Yeah.
Up until the opener, even the day of the opener, you were trashing.
Yeah, I was being a stinko. I'm not gonna lie. It's VJ. It's VJ and the young guys. You know, it's Tyrese. It's the team aside from Embiid that have really excited me.
Obviously, VJ gets everybody excited.
Yeah.
Him and Maxey, they're just a different style. It's a fun style,
Yeah.
right? Like it's just fun ball.
Yeah, it's the style that's.
I've been longing
captivating
for
right
it.
now.
Yeah.
I've been longing for Sixers. I used to be a huge fan of the Sixers, and then the whole thing happened with Embiid and constantly being disappointed and let down. It just killed me, So I've been clinging there, hoping for something like this, and it's happening. And if it's happening, and if this is like the biggest letdown of ever, then I'm here for the ride. Whatever. I'm buckling in. I'm ready.
I like it.
Did I say also props to John Calipari? Like that guy instills in his players, his guards, the floater. He knows that can carry to the next level. And Maxey has perfected that like no other Kentucky player ever, perhaps. He's nailed that floater.
I still can't believe, because I remember being on the air after the draft, like during the draft going, wow, Maxey's here? You got to take Maxey. I remember hoping he'd still be there. I'm like, you get a Kentucky kid?
Exactly.
Right there?
Yeah.
You got to take him.
You have to.
And, Maury, thankfully, was like, yeah, it felt the same way. So, dude, he's so good.
Maury's been drafting well.
Yes.
I mean, it's the free agents and the constrictions of the money and the budget that's got him, but his drafting's been good.
Yeah. I think they've been pretty obvious, but he followed.
He didn't overthink anything.
No, he followed the right path. So he gets props.
Yeah. I feel good right now.
I know. And you know what?
Ticket prices are high, too. I was trying to get last minutes last night. They went up. That's closer
Well,
to the
how
game.
nuts is that? Like, I remember talking to people at the Sixers, and they're like, oh, God. They were so nervous that this year was going to be another bad. Because last year was horrible, right? That this year was going to be a repeat of last year, but worse. And all of a sudden,
Now you got Coop and Shane Gillis. They're all courtdside now.
Big Dom was there as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a guy, you have to find out. Big Dom and Cooper there, and there's a guy in the background in a satin jacket. Someone on social media was like, is this Cooper's turtle? And it looks like turtle. He's got a satin jacket on with a flat brim cap on, and it looks like it could be like
his turtle.
Coop's buddy. They're like, is this Coop's turtle?
Wow, that's awesome.
I got to find you a picture of
He
it.
was behind.
It was Big Dom, Coop, and then next to Coop was shorter dude with a satin jacket on with a cap.
It was Sixers jacket?
I don't think it was. I don't know what satin jacket was.
Big Dom was making waves in the news yesterday with
He went
his
to Angelo's.
with the Angelos. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Tom Brady, city of brotherly love.
Yeah,
Clearly,
right,
we're
exactly.
not, even though we go to somebody and give them cheesesteaks and pizzas in this city. Come on now.
Let me find out. All right, we got lots to get to. All right, let's take care of some business, shall we? I'm going to do the talk about some of our friends. Let's talk about Cherry Hill Jeep for a second. You're looking for a Jeep or a Ram truck. There's only one dealership in South Jersey that has been the market leader since 1967. Our friends at Cherry Hill Jeep, they got you covered. The best selection, but more importantly, the best prices. Think about this right now. Take advantage of the True Zero offer. That's zero down payment, zero first month payment, zero security deposit now through July 31st. Slide into a 2025 Jeep Wrangler this month, $289 a month. That's it. Every Wrangler delivers strong drive terrains, innovative engineering, quality components that underpin this icon's legendary heritage. Pull away the most luxurious and functional SUV. The 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo, also included in the True Zero offer. Stop in today. You tell them I sent you. All right, that's Dante. And by the way, our heart goes out to the Folk family. Yeah, Cherry Hill Jeep, a Folk auto dealership. Folk means something. Been around for generations and generations. And the founder of Folk Auto Dealerships in South Jersey, Charlie Folk Sr., passed away, and we want to give him lots of love. And the family's incredible. Charlie, his son Charlie, has been running the auto dealerships for a while now, and I talked to him the other day. Just great people, man. Great family. You got to drive home your new Jeep Ram truck today. Online, 24/7, cherryhilljeep.com. I know people buy Jeeps and Ram trucks elsewhere. I just don't know why.
No clue. Hey, everybody's got their favorite hard tea, but have you ever turned the can over, try and read what's inside it? You can't because they don't tell you. And while they hide what's inside, Crooked Tea brags about it. Crooked Tea brews real USDA organic tea for real flavor and with zero sugar. No fake junk hiding behind the label. What you see is what you drink. So next time you're in the store, flip the can. If you can't find the ingredients, put it back and grab a Crooked Tea. Zero sugar, real tea, fully transparent. You know it, Philly, we recognize real, so why drink the fake stuff? Crooked Tea, the only thing better is a strip sack in the Super Bowl. Visit crookedtea.com to find a store near you.
I like it. All right, let's go to our man. That's it. On the Xfinity Mobile call-in line, the one, the only, Devon Givens.
Devon Givens.
NBA.
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 Devon! How fun was that last night?
That was really fun, man. I'm tired because of how fun it was being up late last night, watching it a little bit more once I got home, just looking at things and a little bit more of the game, kind of fast forwarding through it. Just some really fun stuff that they're doing out there, man. So really fun brand of basketball going on right now with this basketball team. And we talked about this last year, VG, that when Joel was not going to be in the lineup, or even when he was in the lineup, or it just simply came off the floor, what were those second offenses going to look like? And we didn't get a chance to see it last season. No Paul George, no Joel Embiid, no consistency there, no creativity when it came to Tyrese Maxey's offense. And quite frankly, the talent next to him wasn't, it seemed as right now, with adding VJ Edgecombe, Quentin Grimes starting the season off with this team, they just didn't have the collection of talent around him, too, to take some of that pressure off of him. And this has been really fun to watch how it's all started off. I continue to bring up on our show, VG, that they got off to that 3-14 or 3-17 start last year, whatever weird number it was. And they just kept losing. We kept waiting for those winning streaks, and they never materialized. They never showed. All we got out of those first 17 games were 2 5-game losing streaks. And those losses just started to pile up. And this is important because one of the things that we discussed on our prediction show was getting off to a good start. And when you're at home, protecting your home floor, like we saw in those years where they were 32-9 one year, and how they never lose at the arena. And while it has not been easy, and they've had to come back and fight and claw, they have fought and they've clawed, and they've gotten themselves back into these games, and they've won. And it shows character of how they do that, because last season they just simply did not do that.
Yeah, there was a point last night. I mean, they had a nice lead most of the game. And then like 5 minutes to go, it's shrinking. And man, Maxey just took over. And I think he had the last eight minutes and like 8 points in the last minute and 9 seconds or a minute and 10 seconds. Yeah. Did you see it? I don't know. It seems like a lot of growth with him right now. He's just taking over. Like, this is his team, and he's taking over right now.
Yeah, it's really reflecting his identity, right? Yeah, it's his identity, that bouncy, that energetic type of person that we know Tyrese Maxey to be. This team is energetic, and they're bouncy right now, and it's resulting in wins. Last night on the post-game show, we talked about him discussing the new standard of this basketball team and how it's going to be every time. He said it on media day. Every time the Philadelphia 76ers step out on the floor, the opponent is going to know that they're there, and they're going to know what type of team they're going to be playing against that night, and the type of brand of hoops that are going to be out there on the floor. And that's exactly what we're seeing. Again, Boston looked like it was going to be a loss, but we saw a different brand of the Sixers in that Wednesday game before they ultimately turned it around and won. Charlotte looked like a win, but then Charlotte came back. The Sixers had to dial it back in, get things together, and show that brand of basketball once again. I had no idea what you were going to get from the Sixers last night against the Orlando Magic without Embiid and without Barlow, because you're missing your 2 front court starters. And we talk about the rebounding and the lack of size that they already don't have enough on this roster. And how is it going to play out? Are they going to go heavy guards? And all right, Nick Nurse did go heavy guards when Quentin Grimes came into the game, but then he kept getting in foul trouble. He just couldn't stay on the floor. So, but Kelly Oubre showed up. Edgecombe continued to play the way that he is. Tyrese Maxey was looking like one of the MVP leaders in the first week of the NBA season at the moment. So while I didn't know what it was going to look like last night and what Sixers team was going to be out there against that big Magic team, Tyrese Maxey told us this is the new identity and the new standard of the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's see if it can carry for the remainder of the season with these 79 games that they have left to play, right? We're not overreacting. We're reacting in the moment to what we're seeing, and this appears to be the new standard.
Yeah, hey, Devon, we're getting some like static or something on our end. Could you pop out and come back in?
Sure.
Cool. Yeah, I don't know. It's just on our end,
It
right?
sounds like Velcro ripping.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, just some interference or something on Devon.
Yeah, Devon's. Sounds like Devon's mic is having
just the connection we got
interference.
Big Dom guy, the guy in the satin,
Yeah.
is Dave O. So Big Dom met him through Jamie Foxx years ago. He does a lot of celebrity stuff. He's a marketing guy for celebrities.
That is a turtle, kind of.
Yeah.
He kind of is a turtle.
He is a turtle guy. There he is. There he is. He does remind you of a turtle.
Yeah, he looked like
He like Turtle from Entourage.
Yes.
That's clear. The best, he's wearing the Big Dom sweatshirt. I love it. Oh, that is great. That is good.
No, Joe Rocket. That the interference is not Anthony's mic on in the bathroom.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, man.
Man, they're running with it in the chat. They're like, haha, classic bathroom malfunction.
We're 2 for 2 now. Yesterday, me, and
Yeah, I'm knocking on wood. I'm hoping I don't need to bust out.
you're tomorrow.
You're tomorrow.
I went to a new Chinese food place last night. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you're tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
That's what got me.
Yeah.
That's a cat that did me.
Well, you said it was good, right? But Jamie said no good?
It was all right.
Okay.
I'm not going to name the place, but
Nah.
it was.
But where did you get it from? Like how close?
It was in the city.
Is it Chinatown?
I want to say, it was there.
Okay.
Within a 5-mile radius.
No, my whole point
miles in the city is a whole different section.
No. My whole point is we live on the cusp of Chinatown. Our studio is on the cusp of Chinatown.
Yeah.
So it had if you're going to do Chinese food here, you got to do Chinatown.
Oh, of course.
You're not ordering from Fishtown. I mean,
What's that?
they're not ordering from Fishtown.
Well, no, I'm saying you can't have a
ordering
corner
from Fishtown.
Like there's some corner, like there's corner Chinese joints everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Like you have Chinese places,
Yeah.
all over, but you
Yeah.
have Chinatown, which
Yeah,
is
we're like a
Dim
6-minute
Sum,
walk.
Dim Sum Garden.
which is the greatest.
One of my favorites.
I love Chinatown.
There's a
David O's.
David O.
dude. I just got wind of a dim sum battle in town going on.
Nah.
Oh yeah, because I was in media. I went to Linville Orchards, went to Pumpkin Land. We're like,
Where? What is
let's
it?
get some Chinese food in media. There's Tom's Dim Sum, and right next to it is Tom's Dim Sum Mania. And I was like, what? Apparently Tom worked with the OG people. They cut him out, so he's like, screw you. I'm opening up right next door to you, and I'm going to do it just better than you. So there's 2 dim sum
Where at?
places on State Street, the main road in Media, PA.
Get out.
And I believe they're related. We also have a dim sum war going on Race Street between.
Oh, I
10th
gotta
and
try it
11th.
out.
There's Dim Sum Garden,
Yeah,
which is the
the greatest.
OG people. This guy Tom was involved in those. There's a next door to Dim Sum Garden is Dim Sum Kingdom.
Oh,
We're right
man.
next door. I think he's done it twice now in media and China.
That is a war I will fight in.
I got news for
I'll
you.
try it all.
The Dim Sum Garden is my favorite, right?
Oh, it's a great spot.
Like this is the time of the year when it gets a little chilly.
Yeah.
Because the soup dumplings
Oh,
are the greatest.
Do you want to go to a garden when you have a kingdom next door? Dim Sum
yeah, you
Kingdom?
bite them a little bit. You put the hot sauce in.
So what happened to Devon? We got
He's
him?
back. He just got back.
All
Yeah, here we go.
Let's get him up here. So, brother, let me ask you a question. Did you have an inkling of this kind of offensive skill by VJ? Like the step back 3 was just sick. Like I watched him in preseason. I go, I think he could develop, right? Like I didn't think that the kid had this kind of offensive game right away.
No, not this soon, Ant. I didn't see that. I didn't see this happening. Just looking at the step back 3 that you talked about, some of the other moves that he's shown so far, where they're combination dribbles and the counter moves that he has had, that gets him into these shots, and the way that he elevates to get the look after he makes these moves. It's really good, man. I mean, we're just simply talking about catch and shoot threes, where we were worried about, can he make the catch and shoot threes? Now he's doing step back threes, and it's only 3 games in, looking like a seasoned vet out there on the floor, and just the production that he has, and he has a look about him, right? When he's out there, that he looks like he belongs. He looks like things are not too big for him in the moment right now. And I am really surprised by this 3-game start. Even VG, who told us on the opening night that he would get about 18 points, even he couldn't see this one when we were talking about how this one looked. But no, he has looked really, really good, man. And I did not see this type of offensive explosion from him so soon.
And so polished, which is wild to me. Like, so when he goes to the cup, he's a straight arrow to the cup. Like, there's no dancing. It's straight arrow, strong. Like I look at him, I'm like, wow. I mean, for as young as you are to have that kind of like seasoning in his game is mind blowing to me.
No, it really is, man. The downhill speed, under control. Some of the questions that we talked about when you discussed the dancing, when we were doing the pre-draft evaluations and the profile of him, was he would get by his man initially on the perimeter, but then he would leave his feet too soon and jump too far away from the basket. Yes, he's athletic. Yes, he can finish those, but oftentimes he wouldn't make those. And then his percentages are down once he got closer to the basket as a result, labeled as not a really good finisher. Well, that hasn't been the problem. And there was the one play early in the first quarter where Dembona got the block of that sequence where he and Kelly Oubre got 3 blocks together there in the first, ignited that fast break for VJ Edgecombe, and Jalen Suggs is the first team all-defensive player. And on the previous play, VJ Edgecombe went to the basket and he tried to dunk on Wendell Carter and Paolo Banchero, right? Yeah, he got fouled, he missed, he got to the free throw line. Impressive in and of itself, right? Going against those two guys. But then Jalen Suggs, again, all NBA defender, first team. He sees the type of player that VJ is, and he thinks he's guessing right by stopping to take the charge. And what does he do? He jumps, as we talked about leaving his feet too early, but he's just gliding in the air away from Jalen Suggs with the left hand, his off hand, into a scoop layup and the finish. And you talk about that one play on the step back three over Banchero. Then there's the catch that he has on the right side, and he just kind of maneuvers and navigates on the right to get past one defender, get to the other, and under control with his body control that we just talked about, and just goes right into a little floating shot as he elevates in front of the defender. This is impressive, man.
It's funny. Impressive. That play, the way he glided, I was like reminding me of Doc. I was like,
I thought he was going to run into Jalen Suggs. I did. All right, charge. This is so
did cool. I. Like that's
and
what
he had that look. Can I take you back to you guys to when we had Scott Drew on in the summer, his coach at Baylor, and he talked about VJ Edgecombe, and we were like, oh, kind of kind of scoffed at it a little bit, but like, oh, okay, this guy sees him every day. He's seen him scouting and all, and had him for a full season. And he said, guys, before he's drafted by the Sixers, but guys, he reminds me, Scott Drew speaking, of a young early years Dwayne Wade and a young early years Russell Westbrook with the way that he plays basketball.
Yeah.
And obviously that now comes back to mind because of the coach saying that about him and him getting off to this really good start in the way that he is going about his business.
Yeah, dude, you see Dwayne Wade, you see it. You see Dwayne Wade, man. Like, because you know what? It's awesome. I could totally see the Westbrook thing because of the athleticism and all, but he's got touch. Like, he's got touch. I can't believe it. I can't believe they got this lucky. Like, it's amazing when you think about it. Because I remember going, damn, I really wanted Dylan Harper because Dylan Harper was elite, could play lead guard, right? Big guard, figured next to Maxey it fits. I mean, I like Edgecombe, but, and we all agreed about Bailey, like that, it wasn't worth the risk. So you go, all right, like, when the kid's going to play D, he's going to be like a good wing player. But, man, I got to tell you, like, I feel good with the balls in his hands.
Yeah, he's shown that he can handle that responsibility. That was another thing that Drew talked about. He thinks he can be able to play some point guard, not be a lead guard, play some point guard. And he has shown that, especially in those Maxey minutes, the non-Maxey minutes where Maxey has to be out the floor, but also when Maxey's on the floor and he can play next to him, setting him up early. Maxey's coming off a pin down, some sort of screen, and he's coming around his defender. The ball is already out of VJ Edgecombe's hands into Maxey's shooting pocket, allowing him to either go downhill or take that shot from the perimeter, whatever he's going to do. But yeah, he's shown it that, again, he looks comfortable. And I thought that would be a problem in the game one against the Boston Celtics when we did our pregame. I know I came on with you guys earlier in that day on Wednesday, but when we did the pregame, and I brought up how Boston likes to extend their pressure against the ball handlers bringing the ball up the floor. And I thought that they were going to try to do that against Edgecombe when he had the opportunity to do that. And they did. And he handled it really, really well, man. And he did not turn the basketball over. Derek White, Peyton Pritchard pushing up on him, and it didn't matter. Yeah, he gave up the ball sometimes as soon as he stepped over half court. But that's just being smart. Don't play around with your food right there. Don't dribble too much in front of these guys that are coming after you. Get rid of the basketball. And he handled that really well. So seeing that right from the start, and then the explosion of the 34 for what he did, a different type of game in game two against Charlotte with the 15, 8, and 7. And then last night where Maxey had it going, Quentin Grimes is in foul trouble, and he and Kelly Oubre are also, doing their part. But when Maxey had to go sit on the bench because he was just fatigued in the third quarter and started off that fourth quarter on the bench, DJ Edgecombe has some nice plays. And this intermediate game that he's showing, to your point with the touch, it's the touch around the rim, and it's that that work that he's doing right there, free throw line in, because we didn't know what that mid-range game was going to look like. It was too congested in college, as he talked about on Paul George's podcast, where he said, I just hated college basketball. There was no room. You had two bigs always in the way. And now with the spacing that you see in the NBA game, he's taking full advantage of that. And that's where you're seeing a lot of that touch where that mid-range game is working. And he had a spin move right at the free throw line to get a fadeaway jump shot off over, I believe, Carter or Banchero, where he got into the paint, turnaround spin, fade away. And you talk about the touch. The arc on the shot was perfect, and it fell right through because he's able to get that elevation and the confidence that he has in that shot with that touch was right there on that play, man. Just fun stuff.
So the real story, though, is the passing of the torch. Like, it's great, and this is so much fun with VJ. But what we've seen out of Maxey the first 3 games, I mean, it's pretty special. He came in looking swole, like with an attitude going, it's my time. And the ascent to greatness is what we are seeing right before our eyes. The ascent of a superstar. It's his team now.
This is his identity on this basketball team, and you can clearly see it. The pace, the fun that's going on out there, the fact that they are never giving up and they're not quitting on these. Whenever they get down by double digits or they get punched in the mouth, they're coming right back. And that was obviously evident last night where they're down, they're losing that lead, they're still leading, but Orlando cuts it to 2. He comes back in. VG said it early that he goes on that 8-point run in about 60 seconds to extend that lead again. And you're just seeing it. He's setting the tone early, and he said it. And I'm going to continue to say it. People are going to get tired of me saying it, but it was his words. He set that tone on Media Day. It started before Media Day when they had their open runs and the work that he was doing in the offseason with Edgecombe, Justin Edwards, and all these other younger players that he had them coming out to Texas, California. They were here together in town. They're all working out. He's doing things that he doesn't really do, that they do more than he does. While he's still young, 25 years of age, they're younger than him. He's doing things with them. He's the leader in setting the tone, and it's their identity. And when I say people are going to get tired of me saying it, he said it. It's their new standard. Everybody's going to know when the Sixers are out there on the floor what type of basketball you're going to get that particular night. And we've seen it so far through the first 3 games. And I remember before the season started when Shane Battier had the ping pong tournament with Daryl Morey, like the week before training camp got underway. And we were there. We went and we talked to Shane Battier a little bit, off camera. And we obviously talked to Daryl Morey on camera, and we got some of that footage out there. But he was talking about the open runs and how well they had been going and the leadership that was in the building. And I asked him, well, who has been at the forefront of that? Who can you really pinpoint and let us know who has been doing what to make sure that these things run the right way? And he said, well, there's a lot of people, but I'll definitely say that Tyrese Maxey stands out. And year 6 leadership coming in, and you can see it. It's so when I say it starts now for Media Day with him pointing out the standard piece, that was for the rest of the world to see. For them to see started in the offseason, and then, of course, extending to the open runs before we were allowed in the gym once Media Day got underway. And that's where it all started to raise itself up to what we're seeing right now.
You know what's nuts is that, and I started the Maxey Edgecombe thing has me like thinking big picture when it comes to roster construction, all sports. The energy that they bring, and I don't mean like on the floor and how you play. The energy they bring to a room is so vital. Like, I started to think about it for a second because they're both wholly positive kids that just exude good energy. Like if you could find a great player with really good energy, like I think the energy piece of it is so real and palpable, and I see it with those 2 kids.
I think you're absolutely right, man. I mean, let's take a player like Kelly Oubre already, where he already has energy, but sometimes that energy is not bottled up the right way, right? So far through these 3 games and what we saw in the preseason, even his energy is a little more under control than we've seen in the Sixers uniform. He's had his really good moments.
Yeah, and Embiid, whose
And
energy
Embiid.
usually is manic and can be down, he looks great. Like, he looks happy.
Yeah.
There's it's because of those kids and the good energy that's really affected the room in a good way.
Yeah, and I bring up Kelly Oubre because he's one that I think has spoken the most whenever we've been around for media availability and all, and he's constantly talking about the Tyrese Maxey and his leadership and the energy that he brings and how he goes about, where he has that leadership quality about him that maybe it wasn't there right away, but it eventually showed itself. Andre Drummond said it also. Once the season has gotten underway after one of the post practices. And he said, I got here last year, but I was with Tyrese Maxey a few years ago, and you could see it was there. He just wasn't ready for it. And now in this particular case, he said, I could always see that energy, and that energy leads to the right type of leadership that we're seeing from Tyrese Maxey right now. So with that infectious energy that comes from those two, and then you got the ultimate ball of energy too. That's now shooting shots coming back, right? And Jared McCain with that, and how that's going to work with this 4 guard.
I don't know how that fits. That's the only thing I look at McCain and I go, wow. I mean,
he's coming off the bench and you figure it out, right? You got a talented guard who can make shots, and this team is firing up a lot of these shots from the perimeter. He can also work in the intermediate, and you see how it goes. But when we say put the best talent out there that you have, he's part of that best talent. So now it's up to Nick Nurse, who gets a ton of credit for these first 3 games, of how he's going to incorporate. There was a plan already in place with the 4 guards. Just didn't get a chance to see it because 2 of them were down early, in Grimes and McCain. Grimes comes back. We see how it's working, and it's working.
And even George.
And then you get and George. But I was just talking about the guards in general. But with McCain, there was a plan. Now, soon we're going to find out what that actually looks like and how it does work, because there are questions. But how is it going to work? We see the 3-guard lineups. Could he incorporate 4-guard lineups sometimes, especially where it looks like Edgecombe plays a little bit bigger than his position, depending on situational matchups on any given night? Could they get away with something like that some nights where it's 4 of them out there at the same time?
Man, I just don't know. It's so interesting. It's going to be interesting to watch because you're going to add McCain and George. Like, George has got to get minutes, get run. So, 3 guards and George might as well be 4-guard lineup, right? I mean, let's be real.
Right.
So you got 5 of them that need to play with Embiid and whoever the other big is, and then Oubre, and it's a good problem to have.
100%.
Yeah,
we've talked about depth on this team, lack thereof. We thought that they had the depth last season, didn't show itself to be that. And now maybe they do. Let's not forget about Trendon Watford, who's supposed to be the first power forward there behind Paul George, and he hasn't even gotten back yet.
Yeah.
And he's a ball handler to help them in a different type of way that they've all discussed, that they can't wait to show us what that looks like with him with the ball in his hands, setting them up. So to your point, it's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
And it's also a good problem when they're winning basketball games.
Yes.
So when they're winning and they have this type of problem to figure out the lineup construction and the rotations, I'll take it, especially after we had to endure what we did last season of that 24 wins, 54 different starting lineups, and a bunch of 10-day contracts and so on and so forth that we want to erase. But it resulted in VJ Edgecombe.
It did. I got news for you. You're right, brother. It resulted in VJ.
Even look, 94 points last night between Oubre, Edgecombe, and Maxey out there on that floor last night. They needed to do it. They needed to do it in a different way last night, and they did. Grimes had the foul trouble, couldn't really get a rhythm going. I mean, he was scoring, but he couldn't stay on the floor. Otherwise, I don't think that game would have been as close as it was because of the 4 guys scoring the basketball the way that they did. But to get 94 points, and sure, 43 obviously throws that number to a different. But let's just go back to Saturday when it was Grimes with his 20, Edgecombe with his 15, and Maxey with his 28, I believe it was. it's 3 guards scoring 60-plus points. That's a heck of a night. And then it resulted again in a win. Right now, the defense is not great. They have to tighten that up. But they're finding a way to win offensively by just putting a ton of points on the board and getting one more than the opponent.
Yeah, you know what? I like the offense, when the offense moves.
Well, they're protecting the ball. Like, the lack of turnovers is pretty impressive with all these guards
BG,
out
in the
there.
first half last night, they had 1 turnover.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Half. 1 turnover with all those guards out there handling ball, getting the pressure, Suggs and Anthony Black defending the way that they do, Desmond Bane as well. 1 turnover from those guys playing at that frenetic pace. And then even after 3, they turned the ball over a little bit more in the fourth quarter. After 3, they had 1 turnover in the third quarter also. So the way that they are protecting the basketball has been really impressive. They're making the most of their possessions.
I think the defense feels a little different. I know they got to tighten it up, but it feels like, I don't know, maybe it's just an energy thing. The rotations feel way more efficient so far through 3 games than they have in the past. I feel like they're way more active, and I don't know, the rotations just look better. People don't look as wide open as they normally have.
No, they're not. The issue is they can't protect the rim right now, and the point of attack defense is a little bit, leaving a lot to be desired right now because guys are just getting to the basket a little bit too easily and finishing when they do get there. So, again, as you pointed out, they got to tighten up on it. They have to correct that problem, and Dembona has to be better. He was better last night. You saw how he was. That brings a certain level of that energy that Anthony is talking about, that energy there that he provides. If he can bottle that up where it's not resulting in 5 fouls or 4 fouls in 4 minutes, then you might have something. And you got to rebound the basketball. And that's what they did last night collectively. Kelly Oubre led the team with 10 rebounds, knowing that Barlow, who averages 6 on the season, 3 offensive in those few games that he has started, you needed something there. So the defense has to tighten up. They have to continue to team rebound and not get beat like that. But, yeah, an impressive way to go about their business last night, knowing that they want to handle the ball as much as they did and only turn the ball over 2 times through 3 quarters.
Yeah, dude, there was one play. It ended up not counting, but you could see VJ, when you watch him, his IQ is really way better than I thought it would be. He was playing like weak side defense, and the ball came in low, and he read it the whole way, and he actually had a block on it, but it was a foul call before the actual shot happened, and, man, he was all over that. It's just – he's so fun to watch out there.
I'll do you one better, man, on the one that he rotated in that fourth quarter where he read it perfectly, he read it and rotated off of his man into the strong side. He was on the weak side. He rotated and got the steal in the air, kicked it up to Tyrese Maxey, and that's when Maxey knocks down that walk-in, that step-in 3. And it just, the IQ, to your point, and with the defense that he brings, just a young guy like that rotating in an NBA game to pick up a steal like that off an entry pass and snatch it out the air and remain under control where he doesn't run into anybody and commit a foul where it's a loose ball foul. No, instead, he gets the ball and he creates and ignites a fast break opportunity for his team that results in points. So just can't say enough about what he has done. Yeah, he's so much fun. And as I said, man, when they play like that, and I bring up that 32-9 season where they had that home record on their floor, 32-9, you play like that and you get the energy back in the building, that helps you just get that extra push that you need. All right, let's close this out. And you played a hard 36 minutes here or a hard 40 minutes, and you just need 8 more minutes to go. And the crowd being behind you when you make a good play on the offensive or defensive end, that can help push you over the top. And I think the way that they have pulled the crowd in these first 2 games at home, 3 overall, has been really impressive. And I hope this is the way that we see it for the 79 games that they have left in the regular season. Yeah.
Listen, a lot of fun, brother. We'll be living it together.
Really fun, man.
We got Washington tonight. What's your schedule?
Sure. So tonight we have Washington, 6:30 pregame show. Embiid should be back. He was only supposed to miss last night as part of the front end of the back-to-back. And so 6:30 pregame for us. And then postgame at 10 minutes after the buzzer goes off after the Sixers-Wizards game. 10 minutes, right at it, on the PHLY Sixers postgame show, where we, of course, go through our instant takeaways we get our diehard voicemail call-in that we have unleashed now, where we get the diehards to voicemail call-in with a video to give their thoughts of the game, player of the game, and so many other fun things that we do on the show. That's what we have tonight, 6:30 pregame, 10 minutes after the game goes final. We'll be with you for the postgame. Off on Wednesday, Ant, and we're back Thursday. Friday, they have the Boston Celtics at home, so pregame 6:30 before the Sixers Celtics back at the arena.
Love it, buddy. Great stuff as always, man. All right. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, guys. Let's keep this going.
Let's go. Play the song.
Nobody's happier than our Sixers crew.
They deserve it.
They were through hell last year.
Well, I got news for you. I think I'm happier because for them and for our network, I mean, it's a big deal. Let's take care of some business. And it coming up, the legend, he was at the game. Oh, he was there. Yeah. He made Baldy's walk. The greatest. Let's talk about Xfinity. Oh, I was Xfiniting last night. I was Xfiniting with my multi-view. The Xfinity multi-view is the greatest. So I had the football game, the baseball game, and then in the middle of the Sixers. So I had all three going on last night. It was pretty awesome, man. It was like, oh, this is great. Just they're all going. I just felt awesome.
Dude, I thought I had it good with 3 radios going on, 3 different radio streams. You got images of all 3 having it?
I feel you. Next time you go over a friend's house and they don't have Xfinity and they're dealing with lagging and buffering and switching between apps, trying to find a game, and you're like fan-fished, do yourself a favor. Go get Xfinity, the ultimate sports destination. The best games, your favorite teams, all in one place. And the way I watch it is next level. The perfect fan flex, all the action right in my living room, plus Xfinity's best picture and sound enhanced with 4K. So clear, feels like you're in EX Arena. What's Kate call it?
Xmo?
Yeah. Sometimes they got 4 games going on. I did 3 last night. I loved it. On top of that, get real-time notifications, live stats, running your TV. The best seat in the house every time. Next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more. Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. All right. Let's go in and talk a little Parks Casino, the #1 casino in Pennsylvania. Our casino choice. Have it all. Action, excitement. At the entertainment at the Excite Center. Sing-along brunches. How about that? Yeah.
Oh, that's right up Fraser's alley.
Latin dance nights, country line dancing, comedy night, happy hour in the Liberty Bell Beer Garden, plus watch parties, the Bamboo Noodle House, the Parks Grill, best cover bands, hot slots, the best Bet Park Sportsbook, and a beautiful poker room. Check this out. Every Sunday at noon, Monday at 6, the Bet Park Sportsbook serves up the ultimate fan experience. $1 hot dogs, $3 Miller Lights, $5 Peronis, plus wall-to-wall action on the 150-foot giant sportsbook screens.
Man. Probably got to wear my shady rays when I watch
Yeah.
that.
It is an experience.
Tickets on sale also for these headliners at the Excite Center of Parks Casino, December 5th. Straight no chaser.
It's a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
December 6th, comedian Ken John.
Funny stuff, funny guy.
Over.
December 12th, Get the Let Out, a Led Zeppelin tribute.
If there's
The bustle in your headroom, don't be alone now.
ParksCasino.com to buy tickets for all shows. Parks Casino, this is how you win. You got to be 21. Gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, now joining us, legend. It's the Equinox, right? We covered basketball. We will cover football. We will cover baseball with stakes, hockey with our man Billy. The Equinox is
Don't
here.
get better than that. You find another show cover anywhere in Philadelphia covering all this with this detail. Get out of here.
None.
Well, he was there Sunday, calling it. Right, did the Baldy's walk, saw him all around, seeing everybody.
Love the Baldy walk.
You know,
It's the best.
Listen, he talked about it. Petullo, Jalen on the center. We've been talking about this for long before these last 2 weeks. The one, the only, Baldy.
Baldy, Baldy. Oh, let's talk some football. Ay, Baldy, Baldy. Oh, he likes meats and football.
Oh, Baldy.
On the Xfinity mobile call-in line, legend. Good morning, my brother.
What's up, cuz? Morning, boy.
How was Baldy's walk? Looking good? Had the big, nice blue suit.
I had a good time on Sunday talking to a bunch of the guys out there. You know, that Jackson Dart's just a great kid, man. Like, just I had to kind of confirm a couple things I saw on tape. So, he went into detail with me about a few things, so it was good. But I saw Petullo again this week. I asked him why I never see any pin and pulls and why I don't see any toss cracks and all that kind of stuff. And sure enough, here it came. They had a bunch of them, starting with opening touchdown of the game, the whole thing. So the offense is gradually opening up, and I think it's going to get to a pretty good spot here.
Well, I did like the fact that Toth was at center, right? Because you got to
Play great,
right?
Play great.
You got to prepare. He struggled at the guard spot. He was easier to kind of prepare and set the offense going. And the line got pushed.
They got strong hands. Dexter Lawrence was invisible. I mean, if I wanted to just destroy Dexter Lawrence, I could do it. Like, he's being paid like a top flight defensive tackle in his business, and he was invisible during that game.
Yeah, it also looked like I liked a lot of the play design. You talked about the offense starting to kind of evolve, and I thought you saw you've been calling for this, and it's like you got a great athletic offensive line. Get those guys moving. Get those guys, and that's what we saw on Sunday in the run game.
See Lane Johnson pull and get out there on the perimeter, to see Malati get out there, to see just, a pin and pull inside with Landon Dickerson and Toth, where you had a nice run. They did it right side, left side, and, they didn't overdo it, but it was a good change, and we hadn't seen it. And I was just like, I remember talking to Lane last Tuesday about it. I'm like, why aren't we seeing this? I see it around the league, and so, anyways, they dialed some up. Some of the stuff, if you're going to pin and pull, you got to have somebody that can block the edge, because if you don't get the edge blocked, I don't care if it's Brian Burns or Kayvon, if you don't get that blocked, the whole play blows up. And so I think it was a question of, getting some of the tight ends in a spot. And, there's not every receiver can handle that. Some in the league can, but some of them can't. And then I thought the blocking from Devontae Smith. I mean, as good as that kid is, man, that guy's a great blocker. He just knows how to block, just knows how to screen guys, knows how to get in position. Because on the touchdown run by Saquon, he took the corner out of the play. Now the corner,
He did.
Their corners stink, but it was a big reason why the Eagles blew him out. But but Devontae, I thought the blocking down the field was good too.
Yeah, and on a day without AJ, where he was forced to kind of carry it in the pass game. Like you're right. Like he's such an we forget how great he is, how great he was in that championship game. He was just unguardable. He was unbelievable. He's a terrific player.
Well, his body control in the air is as good as anybody's, and I was talking to him the other day, just doing his one-handed catch routine down the end zone. So we just kind of catch it up. But he actually, he's a pretty quiet kid. Doesn't really, never really says too much, but you could just tell that he knew without AJ that he was probably going to be a big part of the passing game. He was just in a good frame of mind, good spot. big smile on his face, man. Things are going his way.
So, kind of overall, what would you look with the Eagles' offense and, with Jalen back under center, where it's at? I was talking to someone down there, and they were like, this is how we have to play. Jalen was terrific, 15 to 20, right? Hit a couple spots, couple throws down the field, 4 touchdowns. And it was like, this is our recipe. This is who we are. And I think that excited them. Now, here's the thing. Can you do it against other teams besides the Giants?
But we honestly asked the exact same question last year. You're going to have to throw it, to beat better teams. Well, they never really had to. They averaged 21 throws a game after they lost to Tampa week 4. They averaged 21, 22 throws a game. And so, look, the guy's got 9 incompletions and 7 touchdown passes in 2 weeks, And so, I mean, anybody would take that, any quarterback. But honestly, though, I've seen Josh Allen throwing it. Like, he threw it 20-something times the other day. They ran it 40-something times. Like, if you can run it and not, like you saw last night. I mean, ball goes through Kelsey's hands. It's intercepted. Mahomes, for the first time in his whole life, throws 2 interceptions in the first quarter. And as a result, Washington's in that game, and they have no business being in the game. But, Jalen's not turning it over. He's producing touchdown passes. Nobody has more touchdowns at the tight end position than Goddard. They play without their best receiver in AJ, and he's still putting up. Like, I'm done basically analyzing it. The guy's just a great player, and he's a winner. So, I found this out last. The guy hears everything. He just kind of keeps it internal, and he doesn't really, get it out there. But he does get it out there in his own little way. But he hears all of the criticisms and all that stuff, which is okay. But I mean, the guy's playing at a high level, and when he
well, you call
now the run game opened up. Like, this whole thing can open up now.
Yeah, no, I mean, the thing that stands out is he's just got a winning DNA. I mean, I don't care how you do it, what it looks like. The guy just hates to lose, which is all you really want. You don't need to throw the ball. Like you said, listen, you don't need to throw the ball 35 times a game. Nobody, even the best ones, you prefer not to.
No. I mean, the Jets ran it 37 times. They won the first game. The quarterback threw it, 25 times. He was good. But, you look around the league. Green Bay runs it as much as they throw it. Detroit runs it more than they throw it. You just look at these winning teams now outside of Kansas City, and they have Mahomes, so it's different. And they got Andy, and, they got receivers, that would start on most teams that are just backups. But outside of that, the teams that are winning right now, and I tracked it all year last year. These teams are running it way more than they're throwing it, and they're getting some play action passes off the running game. And, in this league right now, the Eagles are a prime example, but certainly the Giants. You go around this league, nobody has corners. Nobody has corners. They can't keep them healthy. Like the Dallas Cowboys, they played guys, honestly, because I was up here digging to try to find out who 2 of the guys had started. I had no idea who they were until I started watching the game the other day against Denver. And Denver, to Sean Payton's credit, just attacked this one rookie corner. Rookie free agent out there for Trayvon Diggs. They just abused the kid. Now, he might become a good player. I don't know. But, I mean, this league there's not enough corners in this league right now. No, and it was funny, man. The thing about Peyton, great coaches, when they see a weakness, they just keep attacking it. And a lot of times teams don't know how to fix it. You know what? And I watched the game Sunday, and that's all you saw was attack against that kid. I'll say this, and I'm curious to take when you look at the NFC, the Eagles, we know they're here, defending champs. Green Bay showed me a lot Sunday night in Pittsburgh. Tough spot. You're down 16-7, and Love got hot. And man, when he's hot, he's good, man. He completed 20, 19 or 21 of 22
in a row. I mean, he was
Well,
just
it's nice if you could throw a 3-yard flat route to your tight end. He goes 56 yards.
yeah.
I mean, like that, statistically, that's a nice looking play. On 3rd and 3, you throw a 3-yard flat route for a first down.
No, but he
But no,
he broke
Christian
2
Watson's
arms.
back.
Yeah.
No, but he hit Watson deep twice. They had a lot of explosive plays, and it was all play action. Max protection, speedo routes, just running a post dig. Some of the basic routes that are out there. And Watson's a big target. He's 6'4". He jumps out of a gym. He runs well. So you get Dobbs, you got Watson, you get Tucker Kraft, you got Josh Jacobs. I mean, Jordan Love, he's got all the arm in the world to make any throw off any platform. He threw one falling off the pitcher's mound the other day, going to his right, and threw it to Christian Watson for 40. But they're exceptionally well coached, exceptionally well coached. They don't beat themselves. They've turned the ball over 3 times the whole year. They lose the right tackle for a little bit. He gets banged up. Backup goes in there. You never heard T.J. Watt's name the whole night. They got a blocking tight end, Fitzpatrick. He's excellent. Like, they just are very sound about what they do.
It was
I know with the Eagles, is that the next game, the Monday night game? Green Bay?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. They're going to get a big audience for that one.
We're going to have Green Bay follow it up with Detroit on a Sunday night.
Yeah. No, that's a good 6-day stretch.
Oof.
Like, they turned it around. The playbook is opened up. You'll be a lot healthier. And so, but Green Bay, like, you're going to get their best shot for sure. And you got to deal with Micah and Lane and those guys, Malata, like they've been excellent against Parsons in the past. But no, those are 2 really good games, teams that can really score. And you're going to learn a lot about the NFC picture when they go through those 2 games in 6 days.
Yeah, I mean, because I look at the division, and I don't see anybody beating the Eagles. I mean, Washington. We've been talking about it all year. Now I know Mariota played last night and not Jaden, but they're just not as good as they were last year. I don't think the moves worked out for them. They got older in a bad way, not a good way. The Giants are still the Giants, and Dallas. That defense will just kill you. As good as their offense is, you can't have a defense like that and win, 11 games, 12 games.
Denver's defense was all over Dak, and Dak had played great till last week, and they put Surtain on.
And then Surtain got hurt.
Well, Surtain got hurt but he was in the first half. He was on Pickens. He came back in the game, but they just let Pickens didn't do anything down the field. They didn't get any big plays. He got 1 to CD early in the game. But honestly, like, that pass rush was all over Dak. And the blitzes and where they were coming from, they really challenged him.
And they couldn't run it.
Pretty good. No, they couldn't run. So, yeah, I mean, they just took them apart. And then they fell behind. They couldn't really try to balance it up. They had to throw it. And Dak he had been playing on rhythm and timing, and they destroyed that.
Yeah, so I look at the NFC East, and I don't see anyone close to the Eagles.
I mean, they should go 6-0 in the division. I mean, well, they lost to the Giants, so they should go 5-1. But you don't know. I mean, Dallas might have another great offensive day against them, and they could challenge them just because they could score points if the Eagles' pass rush doesn't get better. I talked to Brandon Graham. He's all ready to go. We'll see what happens. Nolan Smith, I saw him working out the other day. He's going to be back, so they're going to get some edge pass rush coming back. Jalen Carter's been playing a lot better. He's taking on double teams like he's used to right now. So it's going to free up guys to win on one-on-one on other sides. And Vic has shown that if it's the rush not getting there, he's going to blitz. We'll just see how they can hold up in the back end right now.
How do you deploy it with Dean and Campbell?
Well, the way they've been doing it is they've been playing Campbell outside linebacker. It's kind of a stand, which he's fine. He can play linebacker when N'Kobe's in there next to Bond. So when he's in, when they don't play one or the other. They play them both. And then Jihad, when they're out there, goes to outside linebacker. And they go to a 5-man front, 6-man front. They'll reduce it inside. They'll have him stand up outside. And so he hasn't really rushed the passer very much from that position. It's basically been just a pure outside linebacker.
Yeah. Do you like him in that spot?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, because it negates, honestly,
what he
it's
does.
like,
yeah.
well, yeah, but I remember, I mean, I'm not going to compare him to a Hall of Famer, but like Brian Urlacher, when he came out of New Mexico, he was a strong side linebacker. He played over the tight end. And you didn't make any plays. And then they moved him off the ball inside, and he became a Hall of Fame player. You could use his speed, his instincts, his size. And I feel like when Jihad's out there, he's not really, he's not running and chasing. And you don't see his speed the way it does when he's inside with Bond.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. But, to your point.
Well, you want to get all your play. Like, N'Kobe's an excellent player. Like, I love him. He doesn't catch blocks. I talked to him the other day. I'm like, in this league, if you're catching blocks like San Francisco did the other day, if you're catching blocks, like Houston will run the ball right down their throat like they did. Like, you got to attack. And that's one thing about N'Kobe. Like, that guy attacks the line of scrimmage. I like the way his mentality. I like the way he plays the game.
I'll tell you, that dart's going to be good, man. Woo! He's kid's awesome.
Now. He sees the field. He really does. The touchdown to Scatterboo, his ability to keep his eyes down the field and avoid rush, his ability to extend plays. Like he's got, and you just watch him warm up, and you watch him throw the ball. That ball is a tight spiral. It comes out hot. Like he can really, he can sling it. He's good. He's going to be really good. I feel badly because I don't know what's going to happen to the organization if they're going to stay patient or blow it up. But, he just lost Scatterboo. He lost Malik Neighbors. Like it's, at some point, you can't do it by yourself.
No.
And Slayton still doesn't even know how to run a route. I mean, they're just thin, very thin around him.
No, the skill people are, man, I get you lose Neighbors, but you got to have somebody else that's any good. Even Johnson, their tight end, Theo Johnson, he's all right. Like, they don't have any playmakers. They had one playmaker in Neighbors. I don't understand how they built that team.
Well, they drafted guys. Jalen Hyatt was a high draft pick. He wasn't dressed. Has had no impact in 3 years here.
Yeah, he's the kid from Tennessee.
Wandale's a good player. He's a good kid. He's a good slot. He can play, but you don't want your 5'9" receiver playing outside.
No. Because
you have to. You want him inside where he can run a lot of those kind of routes, and he's pretty elusive. Now, they didn't get the ball to him much the other day, but they got Wandale. It's just really thin.
What's nuts off the subject, because you're wondering about like being patient with college football. I was talking to Rule. We did our podcast yesterday, and with college football mimicking the NFL now, and teams and programs being impatient. Like, so Kelly gets fired, right?
Totally.
So now you got
impatient if you're with high expectations. If you're Penn State and you have money, if you're LSU, if you have money, if you're Florida, you have in all those places. You not only do you have money, you have history, and you have expectations. And when they're not met, and you lose 3 games, you're done. You're done. Like I'm hearing two things about this whole, because I'm doing BYU Texas Tech in 2 weeks.
Oh, I love that Texas Tech team. Oh,
yeah. They got a top 10 outside defensive end there right now. But that's going to be Jones AT&T Stadium is going to be. Mahomes is going to be there. They got a bye week that week. It's going to be big. But I'm excited about doing it. But 2 things. One, they actually have insurance companies now insuring these NIL contracts, like Lloyd's of London with pro football players. And then, I'm hearing right now that Lane Kiffin, and I don't know if he's leaving Ole Miss, but if Lane Kiffin wants to go to LSU, they got to check for $15 million for him.
Yeah.
I
heard that. I heard Lane,
the NFL money away.
Yeah. It's blowing it away. And then I start to think all right, so a lot of the NFL guys, because the game is mimicking college, you go down there and you're going to cash, baby. You're going to cash. And here's the thing, with these buyouts, crazy numbers. Like,
Which will be interesting though to see if Nick comes back. Now he won't do it for the money. He'll do it but the money will be more than he's ever made anywhere near in his whole life.
right.
And he says he doesn't want to, but it might just get so outrageous that, okay, I'll go win a championship in Florida. I'll go to LSU. I'll go back to LSU, win another championship. Like, he has a chance to do some things that's never been done. But I hear Urban Meyer is going to get thrown money.
Yeah.
To come and go back to Florida, whatever. I mean, you got 3 of the top 10 programs in the country with vacancies, and who knows what's going to happen to some of these other schools before this thing winds down.
Well, look at Texas. Sark, I guess there was like heat around Sark about NFL stuff, and because it's been a failure there. Jeez, I got news for you. If that job opens up, that's endless money. That's oil money, man.
Oil money. Yeah, but watch Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame. Like, you just go through the list of guys.
But they're going to get paid. Notre Dame's going to go, well, we're not letting you free. The way Indiana locked up Signetti, right? I told Matt, I go, dude.
They literally called up the U.S. Mint at night, and they just backed the truck up. And they just said, we're not going to let you go.
It's pretty nuts. The whole thing's wild, man. It's just
wild.
It's actually, like, I'll be honest with you. I love it. I think it's all kinds of
I'm loving it. I mean, when Mahomes at Texas Tech, they never drew. This game with BYU is going to be off the charts. Now Texas Tech lost to Arizona State a couple weeks ago, but like, they've got big time talent. They have more money than anybody.
Yes.
That stadium, even with Mahomes, I never saw that stadium just sold out.
Yeah.
There's not, like, I couldn't even get. I could barely get a flight. There's one seat in the middle seat, like back with the goats and the chickens, that was available to get to Lubbock.
That's awesome. Hey, last thing. So Sixers are a credible story, right? Like, they're 3-0. It's been Maxey and Edgecombe, right? The kid, right? And the fascinating, speaking of Texas, because Edgecombe went to Baylor.
Yeah.
I want to ask about energy, because Maxey and Edgecombe both have this incredible positive energy that's infectious, right? So much so that guys like Embiid and Oubre are like won over by the energy. Mahomes has that. I was thinking about in football, guys with great energy, and Mahomes has great energy about him. How real, and being in a million rooms, how real is the energy factor, especially from a leader, a quarterback?
Well, that Jackson Dart has it.
Yes.
He just flat out has it. Like, you can tell. Just warm it up. He says, he looks at you in the eye, like, you can feel that kid. Like, that's real. But it is, Michael Jordan obviously had, but I'm not going to go through the history of guys. But
Jordan didn't have the positive energy. He was just alpha energy, right?
Yeah.
Like that. You got to be great, but you also need to have that energy. Is like, you need a goodness about you too.
Yeah. No, there's got to be. Yeah. Like
Josh
I think
has it. Allen.
Josh definitely has it. Yeah. You feel it as soon as you're around him. You can feel it. And all his teammates feel it.
It's cool. It's such a cool thing.
It's when they say it, like, I think some people just throw everything out there, but there is a certain small percentage of people that have it, and it pervades and it basically is effusive to every other part of an organization within it.
Yeah, it's awesome. You got it, buddy. You got the good positive energy.
I'm going to keep it going here, cuz. I'm going to keep it going. I get to do Texas Tech, BYU, and Tampa and New England over the course of a weekend. It doesn't get any better. Like, that's a great weekend.
Love it. Love it. I wish I was in the suitcase. Thanks, buddy. Love you, brother.
Talk to you Friday, man.
Here he is, Baldy.
Wish I was in the suitcase.
Yeah, I want to go to Lubbock. Some people want to go to Paris. I like to go to Lubbock.
Lubbock. Oh, man, you got to have dreams.
I was in Lubbock. I was in Lubbock. I was in all those areas. Oh, like the desolate Texas.
And that's good. That's fun.
Well, game day's fun. I love game day. Game day is in these towns is awesome.
All right.
I love it. All right, let's take care of some business. And then we talk to steaks.
Oh, I miss steaks.
Fire up the
So
grill. We got some steaks.
Little steaks.
There's some steaks on the grill. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like it. Let's take care of some business.
Let's talk about our friends over at Ashley. Because holiday steals, they're right here at Ashley. You don't got to wait for Black Friday or any of that stuff. Right now, they got holiday steals going on at Ashley Furniture. It's a perfect time to get your home ready for the season and save big. From stunning dining room sets for all your holiday feasts, super cozy sectionals, perfect for cozy movie nights. They got everything you need to make this season magical. And the more you shop, the more you save with up to 25% off store-wide. Or you can choose to take advantage of their special financing. 5 years, no interest. 5 years, 0 interest. So discover great deals both in-store and online, only at Ashley.
Ashley, baby. All right, let's talk about Parks Casino, Street Road Bend, Salem. Here we go. Our casino of choice. I have it all. Action, excitement at the Excite Center. All that entertainment. How about sing-along brunches?
I can't wait.
Latin dance night. How about country
sounds like
line
fun.
dancing?
Yeah, both of them.
Comedy night.
Woo!
Happy hour in the Liberty Bell Beer Garden, plus watch parties, the Bamboo Noodle House, the Parks Grill Steakhouse, the best cover bands, hot slots, the Bet Park Sportsbook, and a beautiful poker room. Check this out every Sunday, noon, every Monday at 6. Bet Park Sportsbook serves up the ultimate fan experience. Dollar Dog.
Yeah.
$3 Miller Lights. $5 Peronis.
$5 Baronis.
Give me
A bucket of them.
Give me a bucket. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Go for a bucket of Peronis right now. Wall-to-wall action on the 150-foot giant sportsbook screens. Tickets on sale now for these headlines at the Excite Center at Parks Casino. December 5th, straight no chaser.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
You're awesome, dude. Get to work on the Christmas album.
We will.
Buzz Christmas album. December 6th, comedian Ken Jeong. How about December 12th? Get the Let Out, Led Zeppelin tribute.
Oh, 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 oh. You don't have to go. Oh, 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 oh. Do you know that song?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. That's not one of my favorite Led Zeppelin songs, though. Do you know
Dire
that song?
Maker?
Nah, I'm sure I do, but I don't know.
It almost sounded like a Honey Drippers or Robert Plant Honey Drippers the way you sang it.
ParksCasino.com to buy tickets for all shows. Parks Casino, this is how you win. You got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, Sports Equinox show continues. Football, check with Baldy. Hoops, check with Devon. Time now to talk about the epic World Series game last night. Dodgers, Jays, 18 innings.
I got a nugget. The last time that this went to 18, I said it was in LA. It was in like 2018. Red Sox versus Dodgers.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? Brad Paisley has sang the national anthem at both 18
Wow.
inning World Series
Did
games.
he really?
Yes.
Paisley means twice.
Bob C. in chat beat you to it. He said
did?
that. Bob C. in chat said that before you just gave the nugget.
all right. Good work, Bob. Good
You
looking
didn't
out.
break it. You didn't break
Good
the news.
looking out. Good looking
Bobby
out.
looked it out. I like it. But what a game. What an epic performance last night. Just 18 innings strong. Yeah. I mean, it was all Ohtani goes yard
I
twice.
got a bit of a music violation, though.
Huh?
I got a music violation.
What's the music violation?
So, Feeling Good is one of the greatest songs of all time, Nina Simone. Amazing. It's a top 10 song of all time.
What is it?
Feeling Good, because I'm feeling good. Dan,
Dan. Yeah.
Dan. Shohei Ohtani's walk-up song is Feeling Good by Michael Bublé, a Bublé cover of a Nina Simone awesome classic, Violation. Sorry, I just had to get that out.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree.
Grinded my gears last night when I heard a
I don't
Buble
blame
version.
you. Yeah,
of
I'm out on the
Buble
Buble.
Yeah.
I hate Buble.
Buble.
Buble blows. Blowblay is how I call it.
That's a good name for him.
Chudas was a Buble fan.
Ooh,
He was. I remember.
Yeah, I was
He's
like,
not a great music guy. I love him, but not a great music guy.
All right. Now, I want to get the stakes because in addition to the World Series game, Bryce is not happy.
Oh, we got some drama going on.
Yeah, Bryce isn't happy.
Yeah, I mean, it might be time for Dom to take a walk. Dom Browski take a walk somewhere.
Get Big Dom over to Phillies.
Yeah, there's only room for one Dom in this town.
Yeah, that's it. All right, let's go to our man on the Xfinity mobile call-in line, Jimmy Steaks.
Give me a steak, give me a steak. Oh, let's talk some baseball with Jimmy Steaks.
There he is. We miss you, man.
That is so funny, that intro.
Good to have you, buddy.
How you guys doing? I'm a little bleary-eyed. I did stay with that game the whole way last night.
Nice.
Oh, my man.
And I had a little mishap. So right after in the 13th inning, when Tommy Edman leads off with that double to right center, my internet went out in the house. It just all went out, and the TV froze. I couldn't. I was beside myself. It was 1:15 in the morning. I was like, "What am I going to do?" So I had to find the game on the radio. So I listened to the last, 4 innings on the radio.
Where? What channel is that on?
I found it on ESPN Radio, the app. So, but man, my cable just froze. Right when they were showing the replay of Tommy Edman's double, I couldn't believe it.
You got to pay your bill, Jim. Pay your bill.
So wait a second. So
it's on this morning, but I don't know what happened.
So it froze. Your internet
froze. It just said, and then this thing said, check your connections and all this stuff. The internet was down. So anyway,
right.
I had to listen to the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, and 18th, the old-fashioned way, under the covers with the.
This is John Chomby, ESPN Radio.
Got fanfish.
John Chomby and Eduardo Perez.
I love
and
Eduardo.
Yeah.
I love Eduardo. Yeah,
and sometimes it's just great to listen on the radio anyway.
I do it all the time. So I have like all playoff long when I'm driving. Like there's games during the day and everything. I'm always I put it on Bluetooth and listen to the ESPN guys. In fact, Ruben does it. Ruben Amaro is does some games and he's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. He does some for them. So yeah, it was.
It's probably some tech guys. Some tech guys like, let's do a service update at 2:15 a.m. on a Monday, Tuesday morning. Who's going to be watching TV then?
Yeah.
Oh man, I was. But anyway, what a game!
You brought up Edman. Can you talk about Edman's arm? He made 2 throws last night. Man, right on the money at home plate, man. Edman was out of his mind. That one play where he was sliding, he backed up Freeman. Oh man,
that was a hell of an instinctive play, and. The other one, and it's funny, you remind me, the Jays actually ran into 3 outs on the bases. I'm not saying all the base running was poor, but you got to avoid that. They ran into 3 outs.
He's so slow.
I know, and I don't disagree with sending him, but you got to take a shot there. But what has to happen is it has to be perfect defensive execution, and it was. Teoscar Hernandez goes down into that corner, makes a perfect scoop, hits Tommy Edman, who makes a great throw to Will Smith, and they got him by several feet. What play did that remind you of, Anthony?
The Utley play.
It reminded me of the Manny Trio play. I mean, just a perfect relay back in '80 against the Astros. Yeah.
Yes.
And the other play, I know what you're talking about. The other play was so instinctive; it had a little taste of
that. Reminded me of Utley because, like, I love to this day I love Chase because I just love his baseball mind. Just baseball, man. How about?
Yeah, he was a brilliant baseball player. Jimmy Rollins, a very smart.
Oh yeah, Jimmy strong
player as well.
Yeah,
I mean, you were so blessed to see those guys in the middle of the diamond for so long. Such elite players, from the head all the way to the toes, really.
Strong up the middle, man. You got to be strong up the middle.
Absolutely, man.
It's such a cliche that's so right. That's just so important.
And looking back at that game last night, I love the little things. Ohtani, reaching base, 9 times or something, 4 intentional walks, 4 extra base hits. But the hero of that game was that right-hander Klein, who pitched 4 shutty, who wasn't even on the roster the first 3 rounds of the playoffs. He was down in Arizona, keeping his arm loose. And then they had an issue with one of their relievers, so they put him on the roster as the last guy. This is the guy that was DFA'd this year by Seattle, traded a couple times, spent most of the year in AAA, pitched only, maybe a dozen games in the big leagues. And here he is, the hero of Game 3 victory for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Just a huge
72
pivot.
pitches.
What ballsy effort, if I can say that.
Amazing. Struck out 5.
Ballsy.
Look amazing, man. It's around the plate.
I thought he was just throwing. It was just fastball. That 18th inning, he had nothing but fastballs left.
Yeah,
I know.
And he's beating him with it because everybody's trying to hit home runs. Everybody's trying to be the hero. And eventually, I know a home run won it. It was a lot like that game in 18 against Boston when Evaldi was really,
yes.
He pitched all those innings in relief. But it's been a really good series. The Jays battle, man. They really battle.
I love the Jays. I love Kirk. It's a shame they lose Springer, man. That's a big loss. You get Bichette back, and now you lose Springer.
Yeah, tough. He's had a great season. Really a great season at age 35 or 36, leadoff man, and you got that whole little subplot with 2017 when he was an Astro, and the Astros were the bad guys, and they beat the Dodgers in the World Series. So, good stuff. I'm eager to see tonight's game. Ohtani, after this legendary offensive performance, now is going to take the ball and pitch. And he's great. And Bieber's going to pitch for Toronto. It's a fantastic series, and just Ohtani's contributions in 2 ways, offensively and on the mound, are just make it, it's just so special. So looking forward to seeing him pitch tonight, and hopefully everybody gets some rest.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's great. It's great. I'm happy. Baseball's in a great spot, man. Ratings are up. Attendance is up. Interest is up. The playoffs are awesome.
I feel like this will be a big precipice to expansion club going to Canada. They're going to see the viewership. I think during an ALCS, it was 5 million viewers in Canada and 6 million viewers down here. They're going to get another team up there, I think. Montreal.
I don't know. I would absolutely love to see Montreal baseball return to Montreal. It is a very good baseball town. There were a lot of reasons it didn't make it at the end, but there were a lot of reasons it made it, from 1969 to about 1992 or whatever, before it all fell apart. So I'd love to see Montreal get a team. I don't know that it's going to happen, but I do think we are going to see expansion here, at least in this new CBA. I think you're going to start seeing them talk about it seriously. And I feel like it's going to happen, but we'll see. I'm sort of, I'm not really in favor of it because I already think the talent is pretty watered down in a lot of spots, but it's going to create more jobs and more excitement in other cities. So I believe it's coming, though.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to come. My only fear with baseball is we have all this great momentum. And what's looming. That CBA is looming, and
salary cap.
Yeah.
I think we have a little bit of a model 5 years ago. So this is a year from now after the World Series. 5 years ago, they locked the players out. It was a very slow off season with very little action. And they eventually I think eventually cooler heads prevailed, or smarter heads prevailed, that like, we don't want to kill the golden goose here. So they wrapped up a deal before spring training. Everything got pushed back a week, but they got a deal. I still think, right now we're going to hear a lot of, next year, I think more, you'll hear a lot of saber rattling, a lot of doomsday scenario. But I just feel like when push comes to shove, these two sides are going to be smart enough not to kill the golden goose. And I also think this fight is not so much player versus owner, although it's there, but I think it's more owner versus owner, like small market owners versus big market owners. And expansion might be part of the equation to placate some people, because it costs a lot to enter the league, and that could, those expansion fees could, will end up in all owners' pockets, but they might make the small market owners feel a little bit better. So expansion might be a big part of this next labor agreement and soothing some wounds for some small market teams. But man, I do expect to see maybe a stoppage after next year's World Series, but I hope it doesn't last long. And I just feel like it won't. That's just my gut feel at this point, that they'll be smart enough not to kill the golden goose, but who knows? I
know. I always worry about it. I never thought that the World Series would be canceled. In my wildest imagination, I'll never forget covering that awful strike. Well, I never forget it. It was I went home on the Mets were playing the Phillies on August 12th. You remember that?
Yeah, that the vet. Remember, all the players put their cars onto the Veterans Stadium right in front of the dugout, and they loaded their equipment out in the back of their trucks out the dugout, and they drove off the field. It was surreal. It was spooky almost.
It was. The Mets, the players leased a team bus to take them from Shea to go back to Shea from the vet. So I asked Franco, and I go, dude, can I go on the bus with you? And they were like, yeah, you can come on the bus. So meanwhile, my car was in Philly, but I'm like, screw it. I'll just take a cab back to Philadelphia. Who cares? All right.
Oh, he must have.
Why you should be living in New
York,
right? So I'm on the bus. The date line was somewhere on the Jersey Turnpike, and it was this like ride into this netherworld of no baseball. And guys had beers. I'm drinking beers with guys, and we were just talking. And there was a thought that everybody would be, like it would just be a couple of weeks, and we'd be back and get ready for the playoff. But the thing just went on and on and on. And the next thing you know, we spent the fall in New York at outside of those hotels and those owners' meetings. Chicago, out at O'Hare. Owners' meeting at O'Hare.
Boy, Greg must have loved that you were on that bus. I hope you got a couple Told the Posts in there.
The whole thing was Told the Post. The Post is on the bus. Yeah.
They probably had a cartoon with you sitting in the front row.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we got drama here. Bryce not happy.
Drama, but I think it's going to pass. I have like conflicting emotions on it. I don't think Dombrowski. I don't think it was like premeditated to be a shot, on Dombrowski's part. I think he was just kind of given what he thought was a fair appraisal of the season, where it wasn't fair, where he missed pointing out that the guy, missed a month because of an injury. I could see where that would irk Bryce a little bit. I just think it's taken on a life of its own, and they need to talk, and they need to get it behind him. And Bryce needs to use this, in my opinion, as fuel, almost like he did. Remember when he hit the home run against when Arcia did the attaboy Harper, and the next night he hit 2 home runs. What was that, 23? He's a guy that I think he can use a slight or a perceived slight, or what he feels like is slight, as fuel and as motivation going forward. I'm getting the feel that this is kind of running its course here. I mean, he's not going to be traded. Dombrowski never used the word
trade. You saw Joel Sherman had that early.
Yeah, but nobody who makes decisions for the Phillies ever spoke that. That was a some speculation based off of Dombrowski's critique, and I use the word critique because I think it's
No, but it
slightly
came
different.
before Dombrowski. Joel had it before that, which is like my eyebrows went up. I was like,
I still think it was speculation. I still think
Yeah.
it was speculation. I don't think it came from anybody with the Phillies. He's got a no trade clause.
I know.
He's got a double no trade clause.
Right,
He's 10 and
like-
5, and he's got a no trade clause.
right. Like, so I like, that's why I was like, why would he would know that? Like, why would you put that out there? Anyway, and then all of a sudden it happens. I got one beef with Dombrowski, and it's you can't throw stones at Bryce when you didn't protect him. Like, you can't have Bone Marsh 4-5 and get on Bryce because he didn't see Jack nothing.
Right. And that's their big, they have org meetings this week, and that's their big goal is to add, right-handed bat in the middle, someone that can help protect Bryce and get him more pitches in the zone. And that's something they got to work on because he's going to be here. He's going to be back, and I think he's going to be very motivated to have a big season next year. I didn't have a problem with Dombrowski's critique. It was a good season, very good season. It wasn't an elite season. Where Dombrowski kind of whiffed a little bit is pointing out that he did have an injury this season. So
Right. The injury and the imbalanced lineup that's been there for 2 years, which I'll keep harping on because it bugs me to have an unbalanced lineup, and he hasn't fixed it.
Hey, do you know who's seen the fewest pitches in the zone last year at 42%? Bryce Harper.
Duh. I mean, that's
In all of baseball.
That's a dumb moment when your lineup has no balance and hasn't had balance. That's my biggest beef with Dave.
And there were guys, none of them stepped up and helped behind Bryce. You didn't get a good year from Bowman. You didn't get a good enough year from Castellanos. They need to address it. And when
He
teams
should have
go
known
out
that, though. Like, in fairness to that Bone, but he tried to trade Bone all off season, and now you're gonna put Bone behind Bryce? Come on.
Like, even a good
Like,
Bone.
the Teoscar thing, he was out there. Like,
The Oscar was going back to the Dodgers from day one of the offseason. I talked to his agent last year at the winter meetings. It was all he was signed, sealed, and delivered from day one of the offseason.
Well, then Laureano was easily attainable. Like somebody with real power.
Because Bohm,
from the
even
right
if
side.
Bohm has a great season, what's it, 20 home runs, 18 home runs?
Yeah.
That's not enough for protection.
But so
Bryce has got to also. He's got to take. I think he needs to. It would really help if. I mean, I don't expect him to be Barry Bonds, but Barry Bonds didn't see a lot of pitches, and he didn't expand his strike zone. He took the walks. So there's got to get him some more protection, and then take some more walks, and don't swing at the garbage, and it'll be a dynamite season.
So who do you think the guy's going to? The Japanese kid? How real is that? I mean,
Are you talking to third baseman there?
yeah.
Well, aren't there two? Don't they both play third base?
And
one's a
kid,
right-handed.
He play out the right hand, and
There's
he also
one
play
right-hander.
outfield too.
Murakami, I think, is a left-hander.
Murakami, and he's more of a first baseman, so you don't need him. I just don't get the vibe that they're on either one of those guys real heavily. They have to see what happens with Schwarber. But if it was me, I don't know if this could go anywhere, but I kind of would revisit Byron Buxton.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll go anywhere. He's got a no trade. He has flat out said he's not leaving Minnesota, but he was saying that before they got rid of 12 guys at the trade deadline,
Right.
before they got rid of their manager, and they're going to be, looking at a rebuild here. I mean, I kind of would revisit that. They talk about Taylor Ward all the time. That might be something you look at. I mean, we know Alonso would be perfect, but Schwarber's their DH. If Schwarber's back, I mean, the guy on the screen would be awfully enticing. But I mean, what's he going to cost? I don't know if
know.
they can take that. You know, where can they take that payroll? You know,
Didn't he turn down a $40 million option for this year?
So they do have to do something in the middle of that batting order. Maybe it's at the top of the batting order. Bring Schwarber back, put him behind Harper. But now you're going to have, you know, a problem where Schwarber's not going to see enough. So they do need some action there in the middle of that lineup. And offense is the thing they need to really address here. And I think they know that. I know they know that. That's what they're looking for.
Well, I mean, they should. I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? That's
what their objective is this winter.
Yeah, I mean, I have my board of every right-handed hitter in MLB and go, all right, who's attainable? Who can, you know, how can we land them? Who's the best fit? You know, it's a shame, kid like from the Cubs, Suzuki, who's a right-handed hitter who's got some real pop. I look all around and see what I can do, you know, and where they would slot in.
And I'm sure they will.
Let me throw this name out to you, too. Just get away from the bats. Pitching, a little pitching depth. What do you think about bringing Eflin back on a one-year deal, prove-it deal? Because he's been injured. He was injured all year, free agent. He pitched really well when he left town.
It would be something I would look at. I'm not sure if Dombrowski would look at it, but I do agree with you that they need pitching depth big time because we all think, you know, Wheeler's doing really well.
Yeah, what did you hear? Because I heard it looks good. And
the surgery apparently went well, and he's feeling better, and he's going to, you know, start ramping up his rehab. And, you know, they think they're right on target for a 6 to 8 month recovery. And I mean, Dombrowski actually said opening day is not out of the question, which is great to hear. It tells you he's moving on a good path health wise. But I wouldn't have him. I'm not even thinking about him till May 1st because this team is still going to be good next year. This team is still going to be playing in October next year. He's going to be 36 in May. I'm budgeting his innings for later in the season in October. So he's going to get, if I was running the show, I wouldn't have him in April. I would say, let's keep getting stronger and point toward October. I mean, you look at what the Dodgers did. They prioritized health of their starting rotation all season long. They took it easy with guys, and so they're all, they all got bullets in October, and you're seeing what the starting pitching is doing for that team. So I'm not in a rush to get Wheeler back. I'm thrilled he's going to be back, and I know he's going to be back for the bulk of the season. But if I don't have him in April, no big deal for me.
Right. No, you're right on.
Seems to have got lucky from. I read an article about that injury because his was more of the vein and not the nerve.
Right.
The recovery seems to be 100% with the vein.
Right. Strasburg had the nerve, and he had the two kinds where there's compression up there, and one affects the vessel, and one affects the nerve, and he's such a competitor and a worker. I feel like he's going to come back and really be good. But only time will tell, right?
Yeah. My brother, we love you, man. It's so good to see you and talk to you. You just make us feel good. You exude baseball.
It's a Brandon Graham.
How about the
baseball.
Sixers? They're playing pretty good.
Playing great. How about the
Flyers
kid?
are playing good.
Yeah. We got, it feels good. Like, the Sports Equinox is fun.
The Equinox.
Last night, hockey, basketball, World Series, and Monday Night Football.
Now if I could just get my cable to stay on.
Yeah.
Pay that bill, buddy.
You're the best. Thanks, right. Steaks.
Take care, man. See you.
There he is, Jimmy. We are in OT, overtime. OT. We love our overtime. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. You watch us anywhere. All right? Roku, Xfinity platform, all of our stuff. Make sure. Bill!
Got to run the 3 here.
Philadelphia. Coach says run the 3.
Corners, bro. Corners.
All right. So we will move over because we want Billy on. We're running corners. All right. Let me move the stuff out of Billy's way because we want to continue and put a cap on the Sports Equinox. All right? Between football, baseball, hoops, hockey. What do you say, Philadelphia?
How we doing today, Ant? What's up,
buddy.
VG?
What's up, Bill? He's shaving today.
Yeah, I had to shave for the Halloween costume. Our party was on Saturday. So.
Oh, what were you?
Ozzy. We were Ozzy and Sharon.
Oh, that's great. That's cool, man. Very cool.
Yeah, it was a good time. I couldn't get the black nail polish off for a couple of days, but we're working on it.
Yeah, that's good. It's all right. You roll with it.
McCain's got the nail polish taking over the city.
VG does it.
Yeah,
he loves
sure.
it.
Love it.
He's all about it. Let's talk about Fly Guys.
Absolutely.
All right. So Islanders, good game on Saturday.
Very entertaining. Flyers and Islanders played an entertaining game for maybe the first time in my life. It was
First
tremendous.
time since 1984 during the Cup finals.
No, it was a ton of fun. Glad to see Sam Ersson kind of bounce back. He had a rough start and really played well in the second half of the game. Trevor Zegras is
dude. Wow. Wow.
He is.
We knew that had a chance to be a really good trade.
You knew he had special talent,
yeah.
and then you see a game like that, and you just wonder, how did they determine they just didn't want this guy in Anaheim?
Can
He's just not for us.
Like, you're Anaheim, like, you're dying. Like, you're dying.
Like, they have a lot of good young talent, but I don't understand how more could hurt you. What they got in return for him, like, you in no way made your team better. There's no way from Anaheim's perspective to say this was anything but getting rid of a guy.
It was weird because they buried him. Even when he was playing, I'm like, I don't understand what you're doing.
It went back. The Flyers were interested going back to when they traded Cutter, and they wanted to make it a bigger deal and said, let's try to make this a little bit bigger of a trade. We'll take Drysdale. We'll also take Zegras, and couldn't just meet the price. And then finally, Anaheim's price plummeted because they buried him for 2 years, and suddenly the Flyers got him for their fourth line center and a couple of not first round picks.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about with Danny.
Yeah,
Danny, that was genius, man. It was just such a great move. I guess bad teams just stay bad. That's how they stay bad.
Yeah, if you have an asset like that, you think of the Flyers at the exact same time with Cutter. They knew he didn't want to play here, and they kept it quiet so that they could get something for him. Meanwhile, it was just an open secret that, the coach, the GM, they just don't like Trevor Zegras, so he's going to get traded eventually. And Danny was there when he was.
And it was nuts because I look at their team and I go, their top six is good.
Yeah.
Like, they got players. Even kid Seneca or whatever, he's good.
Beckett Seneca. They have Mason McTavish. Yeah. They have so many.
Their second line's good. I love the kid Lacombe, the defenseman.
Oh, yeah.
Jackson Lacombe is the stud. I mean, I go, why would you let Zegras go? It makes no sense.
Just not their type of guy, I guess. Pat Verbeek's out there running the show, and he just likes to get in contentious relationships with his players. That's kind of the way he runs the team.
Yeah, I'm here not in this day and age.
It's worked twice for the Flyers thus far.
And Zegras on the shootout. Did you guys cover? Someone said he said 68% on the shootout.
Yeah, he's the best ever with at least 20 attempts
in all of NHL.
Since they started the shootout in 05. He is freaking awesome. He's over 62, 63%, 14 for 22. You see guys like TJ Oshie. Granted, they've gone 110 times.
Right, yeah.
But they're at 47.
Yeah.
And here's Zegras just sitting there at 62. When he started on that shootout, I was like, does he know as soon as he touches the puck, it starts? We're not just effing around here.
Right.
And he's just got so much skill. It looks like he's not trying, and he just waits out a good goalie and scores. He's amazing.
He really is, man.
It just feels like forever since we've had skilled guys.
I know, man. It's unbelievable.
Speed.
And Meachkoff's starting to look better.
He has. It's been a slower process. It's definitely been a disappointing start because so many other guys have looked good. I've just kind of been able to be, hey, you're not getting a ton out of Mish. You're not getting a ton out of TK, and the team looks pretty good. What happens when they start playing well? More so than worrying about them individually, but it's coming along. It's playing with Zegras is helping Michkov, someone who can match his skill a little bit too.
I want to see him get more aggressive shooting the puck because he hasn't had a lot of shots. I think The one game he had 4.
Yeah.
Last third.
A lot of them have been like he had a few on Saturday, but it seemed like he was just frustrated on the power play because no one was moving, so he just ripped a shot to be like, I'm doing something.
Right.
But he does need to get a little bit more aggressive. He's focused a lot on the playmaking, and I think putting him with Zegras could help because Zegras is such a good passer. You see how he sets up Dvorak for that first goal.
Yeah.
That was
Saturday.
incredible.
He only had 1 shot on goal Saturday.
Yeah, that's not enough from the guy who needs to be the driver of this offense. He is your most talented offensive player.
Yeah, I know.
Not a lot of minutes over the weekend for Grebby, my boy Grebby. What was up with that?
Yeah, I think he's just kind of adapting to the NHL. Like the guy brings so much interesting skill because he's big and he can play in the corners. Also, real nice hands, can get to the net, can be a net front presence. But it's just a little rookie mistake stuff. Like when there's 2 guys deep in the zone already, you also don't need to be below the dots. And, play's going this way and it's a 3-on-2. Right. Just little stuff like that just needs to get worked out. New coach, new system, playing in the NHL for really the most extended point of his career. I think he'll figure it out because he's real good. But it's just little stuff that coaches are going to be like, I can't trust him more than 10 minutes.
This week, we got tonight, 6 o'clock, ESPN game.
Yes. NHL Frozen Frenzy tonight.
I like the Frozen Frenzy. I love stuff like that.
Why not have all 32 teams playing?
I love that stuff.
It's great.
It really is. It's so cool.
Love that we got the first game this year as well. We had the 11 with Vegas a couple of years ago when they tried this, and it was just waiting around all night. But
I love this stuff, like the Frenzy.
Great,
like that's different. Like it's a different thing, and it's cool. And it's Penguins.
Yeah, it's the Penguins who are off to a shockingly good start. A lot of their fans kind of mad about it.
Dude, they're 7-2-1, and I don't even know how they're doing it.
No, Evgeny Malkin leads the league in points. Crosby has 7 goals, 7 assists in 10 games. Like they're kind of turning back the clock a little bit. They have a couple young guys who've looked
Brazeau.
Yeah, who've looked good.
That kid.
Brazeau, Kindle have both been good for them.
Was like, what? Where'd he come from?
And we'll see. I assume the Penguins will fall off and find their level, but also they have 2 all-time greats in their lineup. If those guys just
Malkin's still playing at a high level, man. He is.
If those 2 kind of just live up to expectations, maybe they'll stay in it longer. And that's great news for me because I really did not want to see Gavin McKenna go there. That would upset me greatly.
Yeah. No, I hear you. He's the next one.
Can you explain? Jet is going to his OHL team.
His OHL team.
Why
He's going,
not the Phantoms?
The CHL, which is the 3 Canadian juniors leagues, and the NHL have a talent agreement that players under 20 years old, if they have juniors eligibility, can't play in the AHL. There's an exceptional status rule coming where each team can dress one 19-year-old in the AHL. It's not coming until next year. Does not help the Flyers. We thought maybe because they instituted some of the new CBA this year, maybe that'll be part of it. No, that still needs to be negotiated. So the Flyers don't get that, which sucks because that's exactly the level he belongs at. But he'll go back to juniors. He'll get to play at the World Championships. He'll represent Team Canada, and we'll probably see him in the spring when Guelph season ends.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, they're fun. They're just fun. There's an energy about them. Like I look forward. Like the first time I'm looking at it. All right, we got Pittsburgh tonight, Preds Thursday. I think you found something with Vladar.
Danny had a hell of an offseason.
He really did.
Finding guys at prices that you're like, this is all right. We definitely underpaid for what Zegras is going to be. You look at what they gave Vladar coming off a down year, loses his job to a rookie, and they trust their goalie coach, say, no, there's something there. The way they use Vladar really hurt him. If we bring him here and I coach him up, he'll be good. Oh, he's been damn good, and he's been looking like a number 1 goalie so far.
Because he felt like he was a bit of an overpay compared to other goalies.
I think it was kind of just a little unexpected what he got and getting the 2-year deal instead of one.
Right.
But he wanted to come here. He saw an opportunity to compete to be a starter. And yeah, that opportunity exists. Goaltending's been killing this team for like a year and a half. And he's come in so far. It's a few games. It's early.
Yeah.
Every goalie in the league has had a stretch like this.
I mean, not for
But
nothing, Billy. I mean,
he's done it against some really good teams.
Doesn't look
too.
like he's lucky though. He's in good positioning. He looks under control in the crease.
He's a really good fit for Tockett's system, I think. He uses his size. He's been impressive.
I mean, I don't know. I look at this whole thing. I feel good. I feel exactly what I was hoping for. I got, and that's without Michkov hitting his stride.
That's the most exciting part to me. It's Mishkov and TK really haven't been as good as we've seen them for most of last year and really the last 3 years for Konechny. That's gonna come at some point. I always look at it. It's a long season. It's like baseball. They get to the numbers on the back of their card eventually. Misha's really good. TK's really good. They're gonna get there. The team already is fun to watch.
Yeah.
They could be a little bit better than fun to watch and actually good if those two really pick it up.
Yeah, I'm with you. My buddy, listen, good stuff. What's your schedule with the game tonight?
Game tonight, so we have pregame at 5:30 because it's the 6 o'clock puck drop, and then postgame immediately after, and then we have back-to-back games this weekend, so we're off Wednesday, Friday.
Nice.
You got
And then Philadelphia.
Philadelphia every day, 1:30 to 2.
Yeah, we love it. We love it.
Thank
my
you,
brother,
my friend.
great stuff as always.
Take it
There
easy.
he is, Billy, our buddy, Philadelphia. 11:11. Look at that. That's my time.
Make a wish.
Yeah, 11:11. I see it.
11s.
Yes.
Okay.
It's an angel number.
Yeah, make a wish.
It is true. I see 11:11.
Yeah.
And then we always say it at my house.
Numerology, double numbers is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good
it
luck.
is. It's great.
I was like, what am I getting into here?
Yeah, Billy's like, what? Where did this come from?
We were just talking flyers and we're talking numbers.
Yeah, well, listen, it's the Sports Equinox. I'm a big believer. It's like our own universe. All right, time now for a little.
Yeah.
You got nugs or back in the day?
Back in the day.
Let's do it.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back. Back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah.
Typical me. I'm a little late on birthdays. I'm usually like a day late. I'm a belated birthday guy. So I got to sing a birthday song from back in the day a little bit. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Philadelphia. Happy birthday to you. Yesterday was the 343rd birthday of the city of Philadelphia, where William Penn charted it all out, negotiated with England, set up. There's a map. There's a little tiny square rectangle in the middle from river to river. That was Philadelphia. So we'll go back to 1682 when William Penn started Philadelphia.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sure.
We're coming on our big year, 2026.
Mm-hmm.
So USA 250.
Yeah.
Philadelphia at its forefront.
Yeah.
I like it.
Go to a pub and cheers one out to Philly today.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Well, that's going to do for us, everybody. Have a great day. Puck's starting early. It's great because we get to watch Flyers and then go into Sixers and then go into the World Series.
Oh, yeah, I think there's a Kennesaw State game today, too. I like that -10. A little football tonight, too. College football.
That's right. Well, the Equinox with college football is alive. So love it. Great stuff, everybody. Enjoy it. Best time of the year. Kicking holidays coming. I love this time of year. My favorite. The best. What's the matter?
Nothing. You already got Christmas on the brain.
I do. I love it. But I love
When
this.
he says holidays are coming, he doesn't mean Thanksgiving. He cruises right past Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is the appetizer holiday to
Wait,
Christmas. That's all it is a setup.
Wait. This is a holiday week.
Yeah, I know.
There's literally a holiday on Friday.
And on
And
November
you-
1st,
no one
our
talked
Halloween
about it. No
decorations
one talked
come
about
down and the Christmas stuff goes up.
Oh, you're a November 1st guy?
November 1st.
Oh, these two guys.
All that
these
stuff
two
we
guys.
have. I'm not putting up for 3 weeks. I'm not doing that.
You get a good month out of
Get
it.
2 months done.
Dude, right on, bro.
It comes
Yes.
down. It comes down when the Eagle season
I
ends.
love the Halloween. I love Halloween. So I love this whole week of Halloween week. We got a big special with Todd coming up, part 2.
Tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Wednesday.
We're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Todd.
Yeah.
And then after Halloween, we go right into the Christmas spirit. You mix in some of the turkey stuff.
You're going to have a cornucopia out?
Yeah.
Corn of plenty.
You throw a couple gourds. You're proud of your gourd.
Oh, I found a gourd.
Pumpkin
the Gargano
pie?
gourd yesterday. Can you pull that up real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Is
Give me
it
a
slack.
Give me a second.
I found because he hates gourds. He's not a gourdsman. He doesn't like
He's not a
pumpkins,
gourdsman.
all that. But
That's not true. I
yeah,
like a
you've
pumpkin.
been crapping on the pumpkin.
No, wrong.
Yeah,
I
it feels
like
like-
pumpkins. I love the pumpkin. What I'm out on are grown-ups having parties of pumpkin carving with grown-ups.
I don't want an activity.
Like kids. I
you're
carve
carving
pumpkins for my kids.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
But when you got grown-ups doing
There it is. It's shaped like a football. I found the Gargano gourd. It's rare. It's rare you find one shaped like a
That's
pigskin.
a great-looking gourd.
Yeah. It's a good gourd.
Did you take it?
Was this yesterday?
Toss it around the house with the pagan?
Yeah,
Was
you
this-
gave it to me.
was this
Why
yesterday?
would you give me the gourd?
It's like $4 or $5 for that. I'm saving up. I'm putting all my money towards that Black Friday Kohl's rush craziness morning. I'll get you a nice gift at Kohl's for Black Friday. That's your gift.
Was this yesterday? Was this picture yesterday?
Yeah.
You doubled down on the sweatshirt. Did you do your laundry last night?
They won last night. I got to wear it.
P.U. stinker.
Don't get too close.
daily
double-
hoodie.
Back-to-back.
Yeah, back-to-back hoodie.
That's right.
Ooh, it's a little stinky.
Get a little closer. Come on, snuggle up with you.
Yeah. Be right there.
That's a good hoodie. That PHLY hoodie.
Oh, these are great. I love these. These are like actually soft and comfortable. These are good hoodies.
Yeah, it's a good hoodie. I like the Flyers from the hockey one with the sweater with the tie.
Oh yeah, those are real. I just love a tie up.
Yeah,
those are the
yeah.
best jerseys.
Yeah, me
Yes.
too. Me too. All right, that's going to do it for us. Everybody have a great day. We love you. Hang in. See you in the morning.
We all silly like the mayor.